Hello, everyone. Welcome to Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton, and it's art night. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We have a fantastic member from our wonderful Artist Corner family on with us this evening. I'm so excited, you guys. We have some of the best artists from around the world. I am so excited to have them always on my show and to bring you their wonderful talents. So before we get her to the stage and talk and see her art tonight, I just want to let you guys know how happy I am to see you. I see you in the chats already. So welcome all of my wonderful friends and Artist Corner family, Littermates, McGroins, and all new viewers over here at Rumble. And welcome to all my ex-viewers. Thank you so much for joining me tonight as we have another fabulous Saturday to share with you. So please do me a favor also, before we get going or during the show or before you leave the show, hit that like button and that follow button. If you guys really want to help me out, you can share this show out. You can also rant. I'm over here at Rumble. I will read those on air as well. And I will love it if you guys subscribe to the show as well. These are some of the ways that you guys can help us out to continue the show so we can continue to bring you amazing guests that we do. What is it, 6 shows? Oh my gosh, I'm up to 6 shows a week now, you guys. Thursday through Monday nights at 7 p.m. and then my special one on Sunday at 12 p.m. So I'm so excited to have you. So if you don't know what we do special on Saturdays, let me introduce you. I keep talking about these wonderful artists, and I mean Artist Corner International. It is amazing. But this is our logo. This is absolutely something that you can find. It is a group on Truth. Let me get rid of that. There's a group on Truth. And also it is a group on X, sorry. It is also its own channel on X at Artist Corner TS. But I also have a group. If you want to follow me under Lady Hamilton Art, you can join the Artist Corner group. It's its own channel on X, and it's definitely its own group on Truth. And every single day, we highlight an artist of the day. I am so excited to have that. And then this is how you guys do it. You vote. So I tally that up, and every single week, Wednesday through Wednesday, give it enough time to circulate, right? I tally it up, and by your likes, your retweets, your comments, whoever has the highest total is our artist spotlight of the week. And I'm so excited. On Saturdays, we highlight that every Saturday. And our artist of the week is JC Violins. Every time it's never a surprise to see that JC, you win. It's just really how much people love your craft and talent. If you guys don't know, he actually makes all kinds of string instruments, from violins to violas to cellos to basses. It is absolutely phenomenal. And we love your talent. And I guess that he plays some as well. And I can't wait for him to come on in a few weeks just to see this amazing talent. And it's no surprise. We love all kinds of artists, everyone. From, like I said, woodworkers to photographers to painters to sculptors to poets to authors, you name it. Dancers, right? Musicians, just amazing. Internationally, the best artist, I think, is over here at the Artist Corner. And we shout you out not only on Truth every day, but I also take that artist spotlight. So if you're not on X, following the Artist Corner TS, that stands for Truth Social, by the way, Artist Corner TS, I also share the artist spotlight of the day there as well. So if you guys are getting tagged as artists of the day, you might want to think about joining X so you guys can share out your wonderful work there as well. And I'm super excited. Like I said, the spotlight of the week is JC Violins. What a beautiful, beautiful instrument. I always say too, congratulations, JC. Amazing, absolutely amazing talent you have. Beautiful, beautiful instruments. And so I always say that one of the instruments I would love to play is a violin. And my husband always teases me, says, if you play that, if you want to do that, I have to go to the barn and practice with the animals until I get good. But it's just one of my favorite instruments ever. Just a beautiful, beautiful sounding instrument. So I cannot wait. He will be coming on in a few weeks, and it'll be exciting to hear the journey and see that. So again, congratulations, JC. Your instruments are absolutely beautiful. And you can check out his page more. You can go and follow him over there on Truth at JC Violins. And you get to see, like I said, his cellos, his violas, his basses, and all kinds of beautiful, beautiful instruments. And he does this progress too to show you from the word go to the finished product. It is amazing. So make sure you guys go and give him a congratulations, a follow. And like I said, we're super excited to have him on this show. We need to do that, JJ. We need to absolutely work on a hashtag Artist Corner International, right? Instead of just hashtagging Artist Corner, because tonight's guest is no different. It is unbelievable, you guys. She was born in Poland and lives in Canada. And we are just awaiting for her to get on and join us. But Marta is amazing. I had a test run with her yesterday. So you guys, it's really exciting to hear your stories, and it gives me a chance here. Let me change this banner so you guys can follow me. Give me a follow at X on Lady Hamilton AR1, or give me a follow on Truth at Lady Hamilton Art, because you will see I am probably one of the very few owners of a group that actually shares out every single post, because like I said, these artists are phenomenal and I want the whole world to see them. Is one of the reasons I started on X as well, because as great as True Social it is, I wanted it to be shown more places. And I encourage artists, especially if you're trying to sell your art, you need to just get your art out everywhere. And it's awesome to see that. So I love supporting you, and it's absolutely an honor to do this. So you guys make sure you go to either one of those and follow me, and you will see all these amazing things. And don't forget to post your art, guys. Even if you think that we've seen it all, there are so many new members that have not seen it that we want to make sure that you guys keep on posting it. Thursdays for the Throwback Thursdays, a really great day to do that as well. But even if we have seen it, sometimes I get so excited to see it again. Oh, and I have an announcement, because I had a little bit of a cancellation this Friday. It doesn't surprise me, because guess what, you guys? Holidays are coming up, right? It's almost Christmas. I don't know about you, but I just finished my Christmas tree last night about 1 a.m. as I was listening to a podcast. I wasn't really chatting, but I was listening. And I was putting up my beautiful Christmas tree. And our theme this year is the color red. We pick something. I shared with this you guys on Sunday, how we always pick a word from the Bible. And we draw it from a hat, and then we pick a color. And that is a game that my husband and I play. This year was star, and the color was red. So that also goes with our decorations around the house. So I'll have to share that out tomorrow. My beautiful Christmas tree, totally different than I've ever done it before, with poinsettias in it and red bells, and just really, really beautiful. And so it's nice frosted, like a snow frosted tree with this gorgeous red in it. I love it. So absolutely beautiful. But I was thinking about next Friday. So I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to drop this in Truth and on X as well. I want you artists to give me your Christmas themed. I do this every once in a while, like the 100th episode or something, where I spotlight all of you artists, and I put it together in a PDF, and I put your names and where to find you and stuff like that. And I thought, what if we did a Christmas version from Artist Corner, right? How awesome would that be? So look for that post. And make sure, and I'll have a hashtag that you guys can use so I can bookmark those. And we're going to do next Friday a Christmas theme Artist Corner celebration with all of your artwork. So whether it's Christ base or Christmas trees or snow or Santa or whatever you're doing, look for that post, okay? And we are going to do your work, and we're going to highlight it and just celebrate you guys for this wonderful holiday season. So I am excited. All right. Again, don't forget to hit that like and that follow, because our wonderful Artist Corner family member is here. And I just want to introduce her. If you guys have not met her yet, make sure you go give her a follow. My favorite painting is there beside you. Thank you, kitten. Beautiful. All right. And that goes like for foods and things like that too, because I know some of you guys are food artists and you're musicians. So if you have a song that's Christ-based or Christmas-based, I mean, you let me know, you guys. We're going to highlight your talents next Friday, okay? All right. Let's introduce Marta. So she is here today, and we are honoring and highlighting her tonight. Marta Pawlowski. She was born in Nowa Sól, Poland. Discovered her passion for art at a young age, and it is seen as a gift from God that has brought healing and purpose to her life. Drawing and painting became her refuge after experiencing bullying as a child, leading her to find restoration and joy through creativity. Marta pursued landscape architecture in college and explored the arts through travel, experiencing musicals, ballets, and opera. While living in England, she continued creating custom wall and oil paintings, furthering honing her skills. Upon returning to Poland, she expanded her craft through community art workshops, hosted her first solo exhibition, and participated in European cultural exchanges. Her dedication to teaching and inspiring others was evident in her volunteer work, where she used her art as a tool for healing and empowerment. Everyone, please give a welcome to Marta. Hello, Marta.
Hi.
Good evening. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm very excited to be with all of you.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here too. I cannot wait. You guys, wait till you see her work. I've posted all of your channels and how to connect with you guys in the description. And I just looked up her Rumble channel, and it's also in the comments below, because we're going to see a special video at the end of looking at all of her amazing artwork tonight. She is multi-talented, my friend. So, you want to tell us a little bit about your journey and a little bit more than that description I gave? I mean, you guys, she was telling me some amazing stories. So, I'll turn it over to you, and you can tell us all about you.
Okay, so like you said, my name is Marta Pawlowski. I was born in small town in Nova Sul in Poland.
Nice.
And yeah, like the passion for painting and drawing was since I was a young child. And like you said also, like you can read in my biography that I went through some difficulties in primary school, and I was bullied by mostly boys, and then no one from the girls, they want to be friend with me and everything. And this was all because some gossip and everything. So making this short, like this passion for painting and art keeping me, was like therapy, was healing for me during all that bullying, because
Yes.
this not end for months, this was for years. And it's like God sees that, and God kept me through that, through that gift that he gave me with painting, art, musician, so
Right.
that's why, now I continue to do it. It's not only to share, to sell the paintings. It's to give him glory, give him glory that he never left me and forget about me,
Right.
and that he restored my life, he restored my self-image.
I love.
And yeah, and now through my experience, I want to share my story with other young people, because I know in this world, this generation has lots of bullies, and most of them, they are very shy to even share with their parents because they are shy. Even for me, sometimes it's not easy to tell about this story.
Right.
But it's important, and I want to share that. And through my life, I meet some other young people that they went through the same situation, and just because I was with them and tell them my story, they will be able to go through it and became strong, so and then through the painting and worshiping God, I want to thank him for what he's done, because he completely restored my life, my self-image. Like even now, like I was shy person. I never like was, so courage to talk, and now here we are. I am here on live with you, and thank you for having me. This
Welcome.
is like, this is a blessing from God. I'm truly blessed, and this is like like I said, answer from God that He want to push me to do more, to start to tell that story about my life and experience about Him, to share Him with others through
Right.
my artwork, through my dancing with flags. So, well, and then yeah, like you can read about my biography that I had some experience with other arts, like I did some glass painting, murals, ceramic. So wherever I was, I always want to touch and try something different fields of art. So I have different experience with everything. I even did some carving with the wood, I did
Nice.
carving, clay sculpture I did
Mhm.
also. So was nice to experience all of that art, fields
Right.
also.
You know, I love that you guys, and a lot of you do. You don't just stay with one thing. A lot of people try multiple different, mediums and things. And I'm one of those too. I may not be great at it, but I want to try, you know. And it's such a pleasure to have you guys. I already have like tears in my eyes because when people are talking about God, you know how I am. And I truly believe that because art is therapy in any form that you do it, whether you're dancing or you're carving or you're painting, it's very therapeutic. And I'm so happy to hear that this was an answer. God just answered, told you, come out and tell your story. I love that. I mean, you guys, that is so special that you're here with me tonight, Annie. I mean, I do. And I love, you guys know how much I love God. So that is a great, great thing to hear. Not the bullying. I hate bullies, and my children, I went through bullying, but especially my children, with their disabilities, and it was just horrible. But I put them the same thing, like you said, I got them into art, and it was a way, whether they were writing, or painting or sculpture, is a way for them to work through that. And then also, of course, getting them a relationship with God as well, to find that you're never alone. He's always with us. And a great way to honor God is share those beautiful talents that he gives us, like you're doing, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I love that. That is awesome. So what got you to go to Canada? Because isn't that where you're living now?
Yes, I'm living in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And well, I meet my husband in Poland. We met in my church back in Poland, in Nova Sul. I met him.
Right.
He came to share his testimony, and then this is how we met in my small town
No.
in my church, and then we meet. We talk to each other and everything, and then I came here. This is what brought me. That I never even was thinking that I will live here. I always was thinking maybe Italy, maybe Japan, but I was never thinking about Canada. So it's
There
like,
you are.
yeah, I was never thinking about this. So was very surprised. Yeah, he's also from Polish. He's also
Interesting.
from Poland.
Right?
So
Interesting.
yeah, and he's very supportive.
Nice.
He want
Yes.
me to paint, and yeah, he's very supportive to my paintings and my worship with flags. So I'm happy and I'm blessed to have him.
Nice. It's really good to have that kind of support, when we have an amazing partners, it sure does help. And I'm glad to hear that. And just on a side note, if you ever do decide to move to Japan, you got to look up Gene because he was on here. What I got you guys a month or so ago from Japan. That's why we say we're international because we are so growing, and it's so nice to know that you're there. And I know that we all hope that Canada gets better, but
Yeah, yes,
but it's beautiful. I've been to
yes,
Calgary, and I have somewhat like a sister. She grew up with us our whole life, and my parents kind of basically adopted her. She'd be one of the oldest, but she married somebody from Canada, and they live there, and it's beautiful, cold but beautiful.
yes. Yeah,
Nice.
it's now we have Chinook.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we live in Calgary. Calgary gets the Chinooks, but Edmonton never gets the Chinook. It's always cold.
Right.
So now we have Chinook, so it's nice. We have that break from that cold.
Nice.
And it's beautiful. We live close to Rocky Mountains, lots of wildlife, lakes, waterfalls,
Yeah.
prairies. It's beautiful, you know. So yeah, Canada is beautiful country, you know,
Yes.
and yeah.
I do know. I grew up there when I was a little girl. I lived very close to the Rocky Mountains, and it is just nothing. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful area. So I know that you're living, and you know, something about being in that kind of mountain territory too. I always think too, especially when I would go hiking or climb a mountain. I mean, when you're on top of those mountains, you just feel like you're so close to God. You know, it's unbelievable. It's a beautiful thing to experience. So I am happy that you are here, my friend. I'm happy to explore with you. We're going to go through all of these works that you sent me, and I probably put them in a different order than you sent me. I kind of put them like together in certain things, but they are phenomenal. And I can't wait to see you post other things because I did not know you have to show us sometime at Artist Corner your sculptures and your glass and your wood sculptures. I'd love to see those too. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing to hear you've done that.
Yeah, so I can send you the all of paintings, all of pictures of my other uh, work that I was doing. This was very old
Right?
picture because this was back in Poland, what I was
Yeah.
doing there. So, but I can
Well,
talk
just do it
about
on
it.
Thursdays. We have what's called Throwback Thursday. So in the Artist Corner, on Truth, Throwback Thursday is when we post something that we did a long time ago. And so that would be a really great day to see stuff that maybe you created a while back.
Yeah.
And I'll share that with everyone. Okay.
Well, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to show off your work?
Yes.
All right, let's load it up. All right, everyone. So again, I've only put on here where Marta can be found on, I believe, Truth and X. So you guys make sure that you are looking at the description of this show because it also shows all the places that you can find her YouTube channel, her Rumble channel. So making sure that again that you look at the description and you'll be able to follow all of her things. And also her Rumble channel is in the comments below too. So make sure you're giving her a follow on all of these. But Martha is over here on Truth and on X, and I'll tell you what, she's a big part of the group, and we get to see her wonderful stuff over here on X as well. So thank you, and everybody, like I said, please give her a huge follow and some nice words for being here tonight. All right, we're starting with the one, and I try to make PDFs for everyone. You guys,
Yeah.
my internet was not working, so I finally got it done. But this was the PDF. I was so taken by a lot of your work, but this it was just absolutely beautiful. They all are, but she is just gorgeous, and I really love that. So I made your little PDF for tonight with her, and I cannot wait to hear this story.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. All right. Can you see which one we have up?
I don't see yet any picture.
Oh, I'm hoping we're not having a delay. Okay. It should be right next to us. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if you guys can see it on live.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the lady standing backwards in
Mm-hmm.
the long pink dress with the creamy hat. So yeah, I like about this picture painting everything, and actually all the process of painting for me was very very pleased, because
Mm-hmm.
some paintings they were, I had some struggles and everything, but this one I just decide, oh, I want to paint something simple, uh not something simple, and but put lots of work with the brush work,
Mm-hmm.
brush marks and all the colors, all the shadows. So, and I like how this came out, that
Oh, yes, we do.
standing she's standing with the gracefully, posture,
Right.
and and the contrast is that background, shadow background, colorful shadow, like
Right.
looks like you go and there is some kind of tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
so you can go farther, so. And I like how this end up, because when this is what is beautiful about painting, that you start with the mess, you start with the blocking, all the values, and everything, and then you go with the flow, and then you never know how this will end, and then sometimes you have to go by the feeling, that expression,
Mm-hmm.
that feeling that you want to express, what you want to express to others, what you want, you know so people will see, and this is even, this came out even more beautiful than I expected. Yeah, I like
It
this
is.
painting.
It is phenomenal. I mean, you guys, this is just the beginning of her works, right? And right, like Tri says, it's like looking into the unknown. Like you said, like you could see the tunnel behind her. And one of the things that you guys may not be paying attention, but that color and that purple is carried on into the back as well. But this is so enchanting. You're like, where's she going? What, is she just enjoying the day? I mean, look at that dress and the contrast between that beautiful pinks and purples with the greens. I mean, wow. And you guys probably see why I chose this for her brochure, her flyer, right? It's just so enchanting. Um,
Yes,
Beautiful work, my friend. Beautiful work. Right, you can even see the ruffles in her dress. Absolutely. It is phenomenal. Just
yes.
gorgeous.
Well, yeah, this is one of, I have many paintings that I like, but this brought me nice moments during painting this, so I very
Yes.
like that painting.
I do too, you guys. I do too. It is just really beautiful, and it's a great way to start this. We are gonna, and I think we're a little bit on a delay for her to see these, so we're just gonna keep talking about that until she can see the next one. But it is
Oh, I
just
see. I
amazing.
see the
See it
next
now.
one. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. You have such a knack, and I think this is probably inspired by your world travels. I know that mine tend to be, I love when I go certain places and I get inspired by the people, but I just am loving. So I put all your people ones together, and this is your next one. Do you want to tell us about her?
Yeah. So I called her African Woman, and this painting uh, is. I got inspired to paint that when I was in mission in Africa, Kenya.
Nice.
Yeah. So like all that painting represents all that culture and like normal life, that village people life, when I was driving from the city and through the villages, I saw lots of, villages people, women, men, having the cattle or cows, or the goats,
Hmm. Yes.
and yeah, and I saw, like, Africa reminds me, if it comes to nature, it's like almost Eden, it's so
Hmm.
lush, it's so rich, many kinds of trees, bushes, then animals, then
Hmm.
there is the birds that they are bigger than me, than even
Right.
us, very big,
Right. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I have been to two countries in Africa. I've been to South Africa and Ethiopia. So, I mean, this reminds me a little bit of South Africa more than Ethiopia, of course. And then also, surprisingly, Cuba, because they have such an African amount of people there as well, too. But just like you said, though, even in South Africa, lush, the animals are huge, right? But one of the thing I love too is that you get to see a lot of them wear a clothing that has to do with their tribes, and certain colors and tones that go with their tribes. But you just to see them walking, and it's just something amazing to see. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. This is
yes. Yes, and you know what, also So we were then for mission trips. We were, preaching. We went through lots of you know places where it's poor people that they never even watch TV. They never saw white person.
Right.
We were
Yes.
visiting. We were visiting schools. We were visiting orphanages.
Mm-hmm.
So through all that mission, we spent there, I think, 4 weeks.
Right.
I very, put in my heart children. Those children, their smile is so pure. Their
Mhm.
eyes, it's so pure. And
Yes.
they are so happy, touch you, to talk to you. You
Right.
know those generation, the young generation, there is the future there of
Mhm.
Africa.
That's right.
So if ever God will make the way, so I will come and visit again Africa.
Oh,
I
I
would like
would.
to, yeah, I would like to, work with the children,
Yes.
orphanage and schools.
Exactly. That's what I did in Ethiopia. We were lucky to write. Well, over here in America, when I was in grad school, we wrote curriculum for a school that was being built in Ethiopia, and then we got to go and basically install it and teach it and get them all set up. It was unbelievable, everyone, how awesome an experience that was. But like you said too, sometimes they have never, especially like blonde hair or blue eyes, they're like, wow. I mean, they're just mesmerized them, and the smiles when they know that you are there to help and change their lives, it's nothing like it. It is so
Yes,
pure.
yes, yes, yes. So, well, and this
So
painting, I have
do
more
you?
projects to paint, because
Right.
I was doing their pictures.
Hmm.
So my references I am taking from my pictures. So yeah, I have planned more to paint. So this is
This
just the
is
beginning.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and I like about Africa that very almost hot red, ground, and very rich, green, and that
Yes.
colorful fabrics they have, and that all the ladies, they have always something, carry something on their head. I don't know how they are doing this, but wow, this was
Right.
amazing. And then we also visit the when they had all the plantation of tea.
Yes.
So there is also nice inspiration for painting for me. So yeah, I wish, we will have uh, more time, because these days time is so getting quick that I hope I will have enough time to paint
Right.
all of that paintings that I plan to paint.
Well, I love that you're so inspired to create so many. And it's true. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of time, but it takes a little bit too. It's not something that you can do quickly.
Yeah.
And it's but it's so nice to see that you're inspired by your visits and your surroundings, and you're telling their stories, you're celebrating their culture. It's phenomenal, Martha. This is gorgeous.
Yes,
Absolutely
yes,
gorgeous.
yes.
Very
Well,
nice. Very
so
nice.
next one, we wait for
Yeah,
next one,
it
or
is.
I can
Can you
wait.
see it?
It's like surprising for me.
It's surprising. She's like, oh, can you see this? Women in the white dress with the red hair.
Oh yeah, this is Anne of Green Gables with the
Right.
wildflowers. So yeah, this is what I learned about Canada when I was watching TV series Anne of Green Gables. You know,
Really?
this is how I learned about Canada, like history of Canada.
Right.
So, and I decided to paint this scene, and actually this painting, I took one of the scene, when she was walking with Gilbert, with the white dress, and they were talking about her book, first book,
Right.
and he told her to, read about her life, about the people that she met and everything. but she was always somewhere, like she was always like very romantic, she want to make some book about love story, romantic, so yeah. And anyway, and she was picking that wild flowers. And yeah, this
Just
painting, I love about this painting everything. I love her expression of face. It's very peaceful,
mhm.
and
Yes.
as you notice, that first painting, that woman standing backwards, it's I
Mhm.
did with the different style, express more impressionist style, loose paint. But this one I've done with the old masters technique. So you glaze all the
Uh,
painting, you know that you don't
nice.
see that brush stroke, so. And this took me like couple months, because
Oh, I
old
bet.
masters old masters techniques, they are a little bit different. You have to wait sometimes, because all of my paintings, they they were painted with oils. So,
Mhm.
and with oils
Take
sometimes
it
you
off.
have to wait
Yes, you
wait
do.
to dry.
Yes, that's the hardest part of oils, by the way, everyone, is sometimes you have to wait for them to dry, especially if you're doing any layering, you don't want things to smear. Look at the white dress that she's in, right? And her skin, you don't want things to smear. So oils, you have to be a little patient, but look at the outcome. This is gorgeous, Martha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and yeah, so I have planned to paint again the same painting with that
Yeah,
different style, and everything. And this painting I gave as a gift to one of my friends
nice.
with the beautiful gold frame.
Yeah, I bet.
And but this painting, it's like, she's like all that flowers, white flowers. It's like, all the blessings that she's speaking, that
Right?
God is giving, So every painting, you can, everybody can express and read painting differently. But for me, when I was giving that painting to my friend, I told her, that those white flowers, they represent God's blessings, So
Nice.
I told her, wherever you will look at this painting, remember that, the blessings and promises of God, they are on your hand. You just have to pick them.
Right?
Believe and pick them, So yeah, and she hung that painting
Oh,
in
wow.
her bedroom.
Right? Absolutely. I have a question though. If you redo this, are you going to do a different medium? Are you going to try like still oils? Are you going to do something like acrylic? I mean, what are you going to change?
Well, so I will do again with oils. I
Uh,
will try do a little bit, so you can see more loose
okay.
painting, more expressive impressionist.
Okay.
You will see more texture, and I would like to, make colors even
Right.
brighter, and
Nice.
her dress more bright, So I love this painting and everything. It's um,
Yes.
it's beautiful, and it's very peaceful. I feel
Yes.
peaceful. I see her face is very peaceful and calm, and her
Right.
hair, they are very like reddish brown, I can tell it was not easy sometimes to it's not
No.
easy to paint the red hair,
Right. But
Yeah.
it's hard sometimes to repaint the same kind of thing, to do, I'm sure it probably won't be exactly the same. But it is sometimes hard to do the exact same painting in a way. So I cannot wait to see what you do. And I'm sure you'll be sharing that with us whenever you get that finished. But this is, like you said, it's so soft and delicate, like Nancy was saying. I mean, just really beautifully done. Wow. Wow.
Yes, and
Absolutely gorgeous.
this painting also like represents uh, through Canada,
Yeah.
how Canada used to us, because now all the politicians, they want to change history, they
Hmm.
want to change exchange everything, that God has nothing to do with this. No, God was
To do with
uh,
everything.
yes, Christians.
Everything. Hmm.
Christians, first Christians, they were building that country, and all the values of this country on God's word.
That's right.
So, and it's important, that's why I want to, and I have also, like I said, few other pictures from that scene from Anne of Green Gables that I would like to paint. So I have more also
Nice. Nice.
paintings to do. That's why I need more like time to be able to paint all of this. So
Right.
yeah, so
This is very
like
inspiring. Very
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So that's why I love also paintings and paintings that they show this history,
Mhm.
and tell the
Yes,
story.
I agree. And it's important to do history because, like you said, they're trying to erase history or rewrite it or make us forget about it. So the more we can, you guys, artists, what, no matter what your talent is, I encourage you to continue to, even if it's books. Like I know that some of you are writing stuff from, Charles Dickens or painting, and you're doing Anne of Green Gables. I mean, this is so important to do, and I love that. She was
Okay.
beautiful.
Well,
Now,
this
tell us who this
painting.
is.
Well, okay. So this is one of the portrait, because my husband, he loves history, you know.
Mhm.
So, and he asked me to do and paint collections of all the portraits of important people for him, from history.
Mhm.
So this is Stefan Batory, and he was a king of Poland.
Okay.
He was king of Poland from 1575 to 1586,
Mhm.
who successfully opposed the Habsburg candidate for the Polish throne, defeated Poland's eastern Baltic provinces against Russian incursion, and accepted to form a great state from Poland, Moscow, and Transylvania.
Nice.
So yeah, and also again, this painting was done with very old technique,
Mhm.
like you will not see texture and everything. This was like all glaze, and all the paint has to be, like almost like
Smooth.
smooth together,
Mhm.
So, but I like I have many portraits of other people, but I choose this because I like the light,
Mhm.
in this painting.
That's
I
right.
like how, face is very difficult to paint, all the nose, all the details
Mhm.
to make person that look like that person,
Right. Right.
and
And the color that goes into the skin, because there's so many different colors and reflections that goes into skin, so to be able to capture that. And then you see the light coming from the one direction so beautifully. This is absolutely wonderful. Go continue though.
yes, and yeah, so it's not easy to paint the face, and with him, that face, uh I get that what I want, looks like him, and all the colors, and also I like colors of his, what he was wearing, the cape and everything, so everything I like, with this painting, that uh I made it very good,
Yes.
was one of my portraits that I like,
Mhm.
so because I had others that, they were very difficult, but this one is amazing, so I
Right.
am
And
very glad.
keeping history, and accurate history, and of our good leaders in the world, so important, to recognize them and do wonder. I mean, you've done wonderfully with this. The
Yes,
story is awesome.
yes, so
No, I
Well,
agree. You do have your whole life, but I guess as you artists, sometimes I got into that way too. And they're saying, Marta, you have your whole life. I'm going to put this up. You have your whole life to still paint, but you are very talented. But sometimes I don't know if you guys have ever gotten to that mode. And I remember the same thing too. And sometimes I would have two paintings going, and while one oil painting was drying, I would go to the next one, and you're just like, you get so inspired that you just like, okay, I got to do this, or I want to do this. And you kind of get lost in that world if you want to get so much done. But, that might be a suggestion too. Maybe you get a couple of them going at the same time. So you can get
actually,
more.
yes. Actually, I am doing this. I am doing couple, like 3 paintings at
There
once.
you go.
So, so
Right.
yes, I decide to do it because yeah. So
Right. That's
yeah,
right.
first I am doing some little studies, color studies and values.
Right.
Then if I like, I go to smaller canvas, bigger canvas. Yeah. So
Yes. Yes.
so yeah,
I
I
understand.
am doing couple paintings at once now.
Nice. Nice. I mean,
So,
you just do. There's sometimes, like I said, or maybe God's inspiring you to do a certain painting or two, and it just feels like you're like, okay, I got to get this going. You're just so full of the moment. I miss those days. I wish, okay, we got to pray to God because I need to be inspired for those moments again. But this is beautiful. He is absolutely gorgeous. And you're right. The lighting and the color and the details in his face, the eyebrow expressions, everything. I mean, the fur, everything is just so detailed in this. It's beautiful, beautifully done.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So even yeah, expression of his face, it's not easy to paint. Oh,
No.
this one. Well, so this one I've done when I was attending. Uh, when I came back from England, I in my hometown, or and actually in every hometown in Poland, you have a community hall. When all the young people, children, and everything, or even old, they
Right.
can attend for free classes like drawing, painting,
Fun.
clay sculpture, singing, dancing, acting, and this is for free. What I just need to brought, pencils, canvas, and paints, and that's it. And then I came usually, was different hours, but we were like 4 hours a day, and
Nice.
with couple people there in the classroom. And
Hmm.
then that lady, she finished art school, University of Art in Krakow, and she get paid from city council to just give for free classes of
Wow.
drawing and painting, and she was putting all that still life, all that
Hmm.
things on the table, and each of us, we just draw it or painted it. So this is how, because i didn't I didn't went to art school because this art school was outside of my city, and was a little bit expensive for me to live there, to travel there back and forth, to buy all that art supplies, and my was not easy for
Right.
me to go there and do all that stuff. So that's why I finished college landscape architect, that I also could touch a little bit of designing. But
Nice.
going back with this, yeah, this gave me like for free. These classes were for free, and this gave me like she teach me a lot, and I will never forget her. So,
Right.
and then after we finished, we paint all the year, and then the summertime, what we finished all the sessions, we had the exhibitions, like we show all that our artworks to other people, and we invite people from town so they can come and see.
Right.
Yeah, and then summertime, uh, we were traveling around in other Europe countries, and we were exchanging with our experience, our art experience with other young people. So this was what I like about my country, that, you know, instead, here in Canada, you have to pay for everything. You have to go to pay so your kids can learn how to sing, how to paint and everything. But there, this was for free. Whatever, I just need to brought paper and pencil and paints, you
Oh
know
my gosh.
and then you can, for free, you can, get that knowledge and that experience, and then you can grow with your talents, so
Yes.
instead people go and be addicted to the alcohol and drugs and all the other stuff.
Hmm.
There is beautiful opportunity for them to give them something, so they can, you know uh, go and do some culture
Right.
artworks,
That's
painting,
right.
acting, and just instead not to go to the drugs, because now,
Mhm.
like, look, if they will implement this in America, in Canada, we will not have so deprived and so destroyed young generation, you know
Right. Right. I was just even commenting on this because I did something similar like this in Arizona. I worked with the libraries, and we not only created recycled material art for the local gardens, but I would have an art class, and people would donate and stuff for the materials and stuff, because giving these children an opportunity to even go to a local library and in the community rooms and give them something to get them off the streets, get them doing service, get them creating. Some of them might even need therapy, versus the drugs or the whatever they're doing running around. But this is an amazing opportunity. And anybody that wants to do something like that, I'm going to encourage you to, because what a great way to help our youth find multitude of avenues through art, or just even introducing them to the world of art. And it could be easy, not that this is easy to do per se, but you could teach them. But it could be a still life like this, where you just paper and pencil everyone, or pencils, and you have just a collection of stuff, and it can turn out to be something really beautiful. This is
yeah,
gorgeous. The
yes, and
detail
also,
on this is beautiful. Go ahead.
so also, like, this was like I said, I went specifically for painting and
Mhm.
drawing. Also, I touched a little bit of clay and singing, but there was also other, like, acting,
Yes,
so,
see?
or learn to play or some instruments. So
Right.
all the children, they can
Um,
find something there, for sure.
Oh, how fun is that? What a great idea. And this is wonderful. And this comes from a free class, everyone. How fun would that be? I mean, even if you're an adult, how awesome would it be? I know me, I would probably be right there in a heartbeat going, okay, because I mean, when I went to art school, they didn't have a still life like this. I swear they had like dead skulls, like cow skulls and things like that. I'm like, oh, I would have loved to have an instrument, in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
But beautifully done, my friend. Beautiful. And what an inspiration. I'm writing that down because I'm like, there's got to be a grant, or you guys, help. We'll find donations, but let's do some classes. I love that. Classes for the kids again. I miss that. Let me just
yeah,
write that down.
yeah. And not only for, in that classroom was old people that they, they
Right?
retired, and they find out that they would like to paint, so was even
Hmm.
older people than me there, so it's
Right.
also a nice place. Then, instead to sit at home, you can go there and you can meet other people, you can have lots of conversations, and this is how
Yes.
I met other artists. That's interesting. So you feel not alone,
Right. And I'm really inspired about this too. I mean, I've reached out to our libraries here, but I might reach out to the community centers instead, because in my state now they're not so into that. I don't know why, or maybe it's me. But I mean, I love to give back, and I love to inspire children, and I don't know when I would find that. But you're right though. You start doing something like this, and when I did this with the kids, the parents would stay and say, "Can we do this too?" And you meet some amazing things, amazing. What a great idea. This is
Yeah.
another
So
one of your still lives. So is this from the same kind of classes that you're going to?
yes, this was the same one, but this was done with paintings and on canvas. And other one that was pencils and on just paper. and this was on canvas. Yeah, and she put all that stuff and everything, and I remember she was teaching me about all that lights, all that curves, all that shadows. Now I still see, that I will
Right.
fix now some stuff, but it's interesting that sometimes you go back to your paintings and you can see how you
Mhm.
can fix something, or you can see something interesting. Oh,
Right.
this is what I paint. Sometimes you
Right.
are surprised. So yeah, so I will never forget that lady. So, and all that
See,
classes and all that
you,
paintings. Actually, this painting is back in Poland. I didn't brought this here, but it's in Poland.
yeah,
So
family.
yeah, with the family. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. The contrast on this is gorgeous, by the way. If you guys don't know, this is also a great example of contrast. So you have that beautiful gold with the purple, which are contrast colors. You have the orange with the blues. And so it just makes everything pop. And whoever taught you, like I said, you'll never forget her, how amazing person to influence you in your life. But she taught you some great things as well. I mean, just everything from highlights to contrast. I mean, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah, this painting I like also the most. I have other pictures, so I just choose, one of
Right?
the best for me. So
Beautiful.
uh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Nicely done. Nicely done. You've inspired me. I don't know, like I said, guys, I don't know. We'll figure out when I might have time. But I love that. What a part of service too is when you give back, you feel like you're always the one that's received. At least I do. And I love to inspire kids. Even though I do that with the school, I like to do that in the community as well. This is awesome. Phenomenal piece. Phenomenal. Oh, okay. We are moving on to your wildlife. And it should
Oh,
pop up for you in a minute here. You got a
um,
this must be from, is this from Canada area? I don't know. You can tell us.
well, I'm waiting to see it,
Okay.
so we'll see. Um,
Well, right when I see this, I think of totally the Rocky Mountains, although I have bear here near me as well, black bears, but this looks like a grizzly. So, and it's walking in the woods. We'll let that go for you.
oh, yeah. I think I know what it's next.
Oh, amazing. Well, we'll just continue to speak real quickly. You guys go and inspire somebody. If you got a talent out there, music, poetry, dancing, art, go and start a class, inspire some others. Maybe you'll even make some money at that,
Yes. Oh,
right?
yeah, this one. So this
Yeah.
one is actually black bear, but brown color.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
brown black bears, they can sometimes be brown or cinnamon.
Okay.
So grizzly bear is different. Grizzly bear has that hump
Yeah. Okay.
close to
Right.
his
Right. That's
head,
right.
and
Right.
grizzly bear has bigger face and smaller ears. Black
Okay.
bears has smaller, like almost like a dog face, and very very like,
Like a teddy bear in a way,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
right. I
So
don't get too close to them, Martha, I mean, but I do have black bear, and my husband saw one and took pictures of a mama with 3 babies, and they're adorable, but I don't get that close to like study. I mean, I guess I could look at pictures, but did you see this bear is this a reference to a photo, or is this just
yeah,
kind of your imagination, or
when we were driving to Kenmore, Kenmore is like town in Rocky Mountains, and we were driving there for work in one of the areas, residential, whereas all the houses and
right?
golf places when you can play golf or go hiking. We saw that bear, and I took picture from my phone.
Right.
So there is lots of bears that they, just come up. You can go for a walk and you will see bear, in Kenmore. There's lots of situations like
Yes.
that. So yeah, I saw couple black bears, and this one,
Wow.
yeah, is from picture and was, like I paint I paint that yellow dandelions, because when it's the springtime, And when the bears, they come up from hibernation, first what they go and they eat that yellow dandelions, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
wherever you travel and you see that yellow dandelions, you can expect that maybe you will see some bear, you know, because they always
Mhm.
eat that first, because then there is no berries yet and everything.
Right.
Yeah, and what I like about this, it's again like you can see that contrast
Yes.
between, you know, that color, brown color of this bear, yellow, very bright green,
Mhm.
contrast to the very like in the back shadow blue, like blue
Mhm.
shadow forest. So this is like forest behind him, and
Right.
that that blue, it's like that making that distance, you know,
Yes.
of that forest. So
And
and
I really like the fact that so the bear is very detailed, but not, I mean, you could tell it's a forest and you could tell they're the flowers, but they're not so much detailed, but they're just this whimsical kind of beautifulness right to them. And they're just little pops of color. Just and there's so much depth because of the way you've done the colors from dark to light. It shows a major depth behind the bear. Really done well.
yeah, this is actually, you can see now that this is done with different techniques, that impressionism, you know, very loose expression way, different than old master, you know, that you don't
Mhm.
see any texture, you don't see any brush stroke, everything will be, you know, like, you know, how to blend in, you know, the
Yes,
paint is blend in. But here
not
you
this
can
one,
see,
right?
you can sometimes see color over the color, you can see some, you know, color stick out, you know, paint stick out, you know. So, and you can see that uh, that forest, I didn't make any details and everything, you know. And sometimes, you know, when you paint something from your picture, you just, you it's not possible to paint every detail. Sometimes you just have to suggest the details
Mhm.
with the brush, with the work, with the color, you know. Even to even this is cool color or warm color. So, and this is fun about this, you know. So
I love that because you don't have to always do the detail. You just have to imply it's there and our eyes will do the rest. And the fact that you've got a focal point that's very detailed, but we know he's in a forest, we know he's in a prairie, you know, and dandelions, everyone, you know, it's edible for all of us. So I do know that bears go after that, but we already know because you can see and our eyes just adjust towards that. And I'm just really loving this. And especially the depth. Like you said, you started with these darker colors. Oh, and right, you can see the texture from the paint on this one. Beautiful done, beautifully done. Wow.
yes. Well, so I did double of this painting. So I
Did
did
you?
first one I did on paper, canvas paint paper, and then
Okay.
second one I did on canvas, like canvas, regular canvas. So, and I like sometimes to repeat the same,
Do
you
you?
know, if because then always I can change something, or I can
Hmm.
more make it better, you know, or then, you know, because I did on paper and I did some color studies, I know what colors I choose, and then I can play more with the colors, you know. So
Nice.
it's nice to repeat.
Yes, it
So
is.
then
Which one
you
did you
can.
like better? Did you like the paper version or the canvas version?
This is actually paper version.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, paper
Right.
version.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the really thick, you know, paper that we paint on. I can't think of the name right now. I want to call it my Blick paper, but it's like a studio thick paper, you guys. So it's not like it's going to bleed right through. It actually holds a lot of great paint to it. I don't know if that's what you used, or did you use like just a roll of canvas, or was it actually paper?
Paper.
Paper, paper.
Very special. This is special paper
Mhm.
for oils, you know.
Nice, nice.
So it's special. It's very, you know, that will not fall down and everything. It's special
Exactly.
for this. So
It's thick
uh,
like cardboard almost, guys, or a poster, some like a poster board thickness. It's really
yeah,
you can get them in like big, huge sketchbook styles, you know, of all different sizes. So if you guys can't, and it's usually cheaper than the canvases as sometimes too, right? So
Yeah,
you're right. If you guys are looking to do some artwork, you don't always have to buy a canvas.
exactly. And this is actually, sometimes because now it's very famous, to sell the prints of your paintings,
Yes. Yep.
So even if you will do just on paper, and many artists, they do very everything on paper and they just sell it as a print,
That's
You
right.
can also sell it as an original. You just have to put this on, I think, behind the glass, I think,
That's
or
right.
something. Yeah, but
That's right.
if it comes to print, you just need that paper,
That's right. That's right. This one is absolutely beautiful. But wait, you guys, wait till you see her love for bears. I mean, this one blew me away, Marta. And it's coming up here in a minute. But
Yeah,
I
probably
was like,
this is that grizzly bear, charging
yes,
grizzly bear. Ah, yeah, this is actually
holy
grizzly bear.
cow! It is unbelievable. It
Well,
is.
yeah, my husband has nickname Bear, and
Does it really?
he yeah, he like bears, a lot. And wherever we travel and we drive sometimes through the mountains, we always observe, oh, maybe there will be some bear, and everything, But those animals, they are so powerful,
Yes.
so powerful. They are so quick. They are so
Yes.
strong, and
Right.
they can smell you.
Mm,
They can smell you from very, very far, and they are very smart, actually,
yes. When the first year we moved here to Virginia, not too far down, we have a beautiful creek that runs behind my house. But I was, not even a few blocks down. There's a little area where you can walk from a great big prairie to the creek, and this bear, big, huge black bear, is standing straight up walking. I was like, oh my gosh, it was huge. And yes, they are very, it's got to be a male, but very big, very powerful. And yeah, right, but they have a majestic to them. And when I saw this, it blew my mind, Mark. I mean, down to not only the bear, but the water droplets and everything. This bear is in motion. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. I hope you can see it now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh
So
my
this I've
gosh.
done. This
Go
is
ahead.
very on my website. You can see all the measurements because this
Mm-hmm.
is a little pretty big canvas. You can hang this over your bedroom bed.
How big would you say
And
this is?
yeah.
How big would you say this is? How many feet?
Well, it's hard for me to say, but you can go for my website, and there is
Okay.
the
I see it.
measurements on my website. Yeah,
Okay. I can
and
see that. Go ahead.
yeah, and then so you can see that texture, and that texture is because my husband did a little bit something on that canvas, that it stick out. That's why, you know, this looks like that water. This is water. Some people
Right.
think that it's snow, but it's water.
No, it's
He's
water.
just imagine that you just walk, and there is the grizzly bear that he just was standing in that river, and he just decided to jump on you. This is what this is what I
Right?
want to express, that bear jumping out from the painting. So, and
Mm-hmm.
my husband, he read a lot about bears and everything, and he told me that especially grizzly bears, when they hunt and when they smell the carcass or blood,
Right.
and when they hunt, when they charge, when they are very angry, in their eyes they are turn very red, like fire
Yes.
red, like wildlife, like very angry red. And
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want to express in that painting with his eyes, very reddish, that he's ready, to catch you, And this painting was done with that old technique, that everything is blend, all the colors are blend, and brush, is blend. Yeah, and then his
Gorgeous.
nose is bigger and his face is a little bit bigger. The
Mm-hmm.
grizzly's face is very round, It has
Right.
big nose and everything, and smaller eyes and a little bit smaller ears, very round ears. Yeah. So,
Wow.
well, this, yeah.
I was gonna say when I first saw this. All right, this I had a hard time choosing which one I wanted to use for. I almost used this one for the flyer too, but I mean, it's just like you can see him in the motion. I thought he's got to be fishing. He's got to be hunting for. He's in absolutely in that mode of I am hungry. I'm going to eat. You can see that in his expression. He's very focused and intent. You can see that in his eyes. This is phenomenal. And you guys, we're looking at the bear, but take a moment to look at the water drops. The detail just in the water splashing around the bear is also phenomenal. Just gorgeous.
Yeah. So you can see that he's jumping out from water, and these yeah, drops of water, yeah, they were very detailed. So even even
Mhm.
his nose is a little bit furry, so I want to even catch up a little bit of this, that his nose has a little bit of fur, and
Right.
everything. Yeah. So, well, I
Amazing.
like this painting, and I still have that painting, original also painting. If
Did you do you have it over your bed?
no, not yet. It's
Right?
waiting. It's waiting. I have so many paintings. I was, yeah, trying to sell it. I had some. There are some people that were interested, so I hope soon some somebody will be interested to buy it. Yeah,
Right.
but uh, I
Yes,
like.
and you guys, so yeah, if anybody, again, all of her links, her website, everything is in the description below so that you can go and you can see this. And again, you could reach out on Truth or X and contact her about any of these as well. Because, all of us artists, we always want to, find a way to get our art highlighted or to get it sold. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. So if you love bears, and I just think of this maybe even in a cabin or something, I don't know, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, beautifully done.
Yes. Well, they are running very very fast. We
Yeah,
think, oh, they are just lazy. They have full of fat. No, they are very strong, and
that's right.
they are full of muscles.
That's
That
right.
it's many. We
That's
had here in Rocky Mountains. We had few even attacks of grizzly bear,
mhm,
and one of them they killed also people and dogs also.
right. That's
So
right.
this one, yeah, this one is my recently new one. Yeah, this is Chochołowska Valley. So this year I came to visit my family in Poland. So was awesome time with my family to see all of them, all of my sister, brother, father, and mother, and we spent some times. And then we also went to the Polish mountain and Polish resort town called Zakopane. So if you will ever plan to visit Europe or Poland,
Mhm,
I recommend you to visit Zakopane. It's beautiful country, beautiful, not country, it's town,
mhm,
mountains resort town, and with lots of tradition, folklore,
right.
and you can see lots of wooden huts, like cottages,
Right.
wooden houses. Yeah, and all that wood
Yes.
is carved. It's like all that houses, they are like, uh,
Hand done. Hand done.
yes, carved.
Right.
All the wood, all the frames on the, you know, on the window. You
Right.
can see carved everything. Even you can saw. I was driving through that town, and every that wood house is like, even the glass, window glass, is their paint.
Wow.
So, and Chochołowska Valley is, you can walk to that place. You walk
Mhm.
through it's like normal straight road. You can also rent bike. Uh, you can also rent the horses with the carriage. And also there was steam. Like this was like there is also train that could take you to not on to some point, and then you can walk, rest, because I think all of that walk took 2 hours,
Really?
go one way and then back. Yeah. So then, and I remember this day was very, very hot, and in Poland
Wow.
the summers can be very hot, very moist, you know.
That's so surprising to me. I don't know if you guys thought about that. I've never been to Poland. I'd love to go see, but I just think because it's so far north that it would be cold or chillier. But no, huh? Very warm.
Yeah, Poland is has it's very moist country. It's not like dry like here. And we have sea, we have mountains, forests, lakes, and everything,
Beautiful.
And Poland has regulars all 4 seasons, And
Right?
spring, you know, come very fast, like almost March, and you can grow everything.
Oh,
And
I love it.
you know, the soil, there is black soil that it's very
Oh,
rich. That whatever
yes.
you want to grow will grow,
Mhm. I got to put that on the list to go and visit. How wonderful, to even hear and see these kind of things. But I have not been to Europe in general, but that is, something I've really thought about is going and visiting Poland. How
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So if it comes to that painting, yeah,
Hmm.
this also I took picture, and then I paint this from
Yes,
my picture. So when
right,
you actually went to that destination, Hołowska Valley, it's amazing because, yeah, like you see all there was around on that street old houses, you know,
right,
they are like uh, exhibition of old houses. It's like you go to Heritage Park and you can see how people used to live. So it's the
right.
same outside. Yeah, old houses.
Beautiful.
And this is all in the heart of the valley because all around you is the forest and the mountains and the fields, pastures. When all the Highlanders they were with the goats, with the lambs, they went with them, So I
Nice.
like I like this place. It's very charming, and I remember this day was very hot, so that's why I want to express in that painting and with that shadow
That's
also,
right.
because and I also want to make that very very bright, very sunny. That's why I make that road because color of this road on the picture is gray, but I want to make
Right,
almost the pinkish because pinkish red almost it's like hot color, warm color to bring
mhm,
warm. And
right. And
also, yeah, the green was very, very also rich green, So also I want to
beautiful.
describe this and I also add some white. There was white rocks, little tiny white rocks. I also put them there, So this is
Beautiful.
what I want to, yeah, express with that painting, to show a little bit of my country,
Yes. And the texture on this is phenomenal. Very nice. I love that effect that you've got here. But what a quaint little village, and a nice thing to be able to have and keep capture of. I think this is beautiful.
Yeah, and in the
I like.
distance you can,
Go ahead.
yeah, in the distance you can see the mountains also, yeah.
Mhm.
So I like how I want to like make that depth, that there is
Yes.
something on the this is the eye of the sea.
Well, real quick before we get on this, I like how you have different things, guys. She goes from really smooth and glazed to a lot of texture. If you guys are seeing the difference in between these pictures, because this one has a much different effect. But go and tell us
Yeah.
about this.
So okay. Yeah, so this is also from Poland. This is also from Polish mountains, Tatra
Right.
Mountains. We went to the eye of the sea, that place is called. And it's like here we have Lake Louise in Alberta, very famous, very touristic place. Lots of tourists all year around. You probably were there in Lake
Mhm.
Louise. You probably saw it, yeah?
Right,
Yeah, so
right.
yeah, in Poland, this is it. Eye of the Sea is like Lake Louise. It's lots of tourists, beautiful place. You know, you walk also there like 2 hours. Took 2 hours to go, but the road is normal. It's not like in the forest. It's normal road. You know, you walk there. You can rent the horses with the carriage and everything, and you have few on the way. You have few places when you can stop and rest. You can get something to eat or drink. Yeah, and then you know, and then you have that eye of the sea, you know. And I remember this day was very very hot also, you know. So this is what I want to express through that painting, you know, that the when the weather is very very warm, when you look at the sky is very very light blue, you know. And then everything is bright, you know. And this is what I want to express. And also on purpose I did that opening of the sky,
Mhm.
and that sunrise, that sun, it's jumping to the surface of that lake. This is lake, and it's very clean water, you know. That's why
Right.
I want a little bit to show that it's so clean that you can see what is under that water, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And
Also the water I like too. You guys see that in like the Rocky Mountains as well too. Here where I live, the water's so dark. You're like, oh, and in North Carolina, the water was almost black. But you know, when you see in the mountain areas, it's so clean and you could see through it and it's just beautiful. But that light that is beaming through the middle, just shining on it. I mean, gorgeous job, Martha. That is gorgeous.
yeah, so this I paint that new technique, impressionism. And
Mm-hmm.
all around this lake it's all that rocks, you know. And everything surrounded by the mountains. So I like also how this tone with that different colors of that mountains, you know, that
Yeah.
they create cascade, you know, cascade
Yes.
to that A of the sea. And on purpose I want make like look this little bit like a eye, you know, that little
Mm-hmm.
bit of blue dark. So this look a little bit like eye, you know. And it's not sometimes easy to paint this kind of technique, the water.
Right.
It's not sometimes easy, but on this, like to this painting I just came like very like I will paint what I see. I will paint what I want to what I express, you know.
Mhm.
I just decide, just go with the flow. Sometimes you have to make that risk
Right.
and experience something, try something that's sometimes, because you know we as artists, we also have some uh, you know, some places when we try to be with places where we are feel comfortable, and we sometimes uh, scared to try something different. It's not easy,
Right.
but I I try to learn that, to go
And
out of that box.
that's right. And you've done it very well. This is a phenomenal piece. A beautiful, beautiful job on this. Fantastic. I love it, you guys. It's just amazing. And you can see that she is so inspired by her surroundings, you know, and whether you're taking a picture and doing your best, but I like that you're going outside of your norm and you're trying something new, and it's fantastic. I am assuming this has got to be your area as well too as this next one.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is mule deer. Mule deer, and this
Mhm.
was also I paint this as a from my pictures I did. We went to Kenmore, so it's Kenmore, the same city when I did picture of that black bear, that cinnamon bear.
Mhm.
And this was also in the area when people have their houses, and we
Right.
saw there is also lots of deers, elks. So I
Yes.
also took the picture, and then I decided, and this was actually the same even area, and the same day I took picture of bear and that deer. Actually, this was the same place and day, and I took that picture because,
Very
like you
active
see,
day.
yeah, and it's interesting. I like to go to the mountains because you can
Mhm.
always. You will never expect what you will see on the way, so and
Right.
then I was ready with my uh, phone, because you never know, maybe you get something inspire you and you will just do
Yes.
paint a picture to paint this later. Yeah, and this is the same day because I also add that yellow dandelions
Hmm.
to that painting, and this is mule deer. Mule deer is a little bit bigger than whitetail. I don't know if you have what kind of deers you have there,
Right.
but here we have two types, whitetail and mule deer. And
That's right.
yeah, and this is back. You can see young back. It's
Right.
starting to grow again his antlers, and they are a
Hmm.
little bit furry because when he dropped his antlers and they start to grow, they have like velvet. We call this velvet,
Yeah.
very big. So yeah, I did that, and behind I want to make a little bit that colors not that vibrant. So I want to show that distance, and I want to bring out forward to what is there. What is that yellow and green? So I make
Hmm.
them more vibrant,
Right.
and that deer is under the tree, also one of the tree. So and
Beautiful.
again, this is the same style, very loose. I play with the favorite part during the painting is wet on wet for me,
Yeah.
because then I can most maybe people don't like paint wet on
Yeah, I
wet, but
do.
I like. You like it?
Hmm. Because I can blend and I can move and I can
Yeah,
it's really good too when you especially want to blend things in to kind of let the colors work with each other and melt into each other. Well, I like wet on wet. And a lot of times too, I do this glazing and I'll purposely do like a layer of linseed oil. So the whole entire painting's wet and then I'll have dripping effects and whatever. That's just the way I do, but I love wet on wet. Hmm. But nice.
yeah, yes. So because this is like this will give you to manipulate the edges and bring that softness. The
That's
only
right.
the one thing is to just be careful not to uh, make so you can keep that clean color. So this is only thing that I still
Yeah.
have to work on this to keep
This
that
would
clean
look
colors.
really good with the bear and the deer in like the same environment, like on the same wall. Those two would complement each other so well.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Wow. I love it. I love it. You have so
And
much
this
talent. Go ahead.
yeah, and this also was done on paper
Yeah.
and canvas, but on paper I like more on paper. I don't know why, but I like more on paper. On canvas looks good too, but
Right. Right. Well, sometimes the canvas can soak in some of the paint per se. I mean, unless you give it a really good like a pre-coating and stuff and let it dry well real well. But um I don't know, paper acts different. You guys should always try different mediums or different kind of textures like paper, cardboard, glass, canvas, because you're going to find a different texture. You're going to find a different way it goes on. So I encourage you guys to do that. But it's funny that you like paper. Interesting.
yeah,
My
yeah.
daughter
But
loves paper.
yes, and actually on canvas, I noticed that on canvas is soaking in the
Hmm.
paint. So I
Yeah.
usually first I do sketch with the just some solvent, like,
Right.
and then second layer I am doing with another medium that make your paint thick, you know
Right.
So I
Just
do 2 layers blocking, just blocking, not adding any texture yet. And the third layer, then I start to play with the texture, adding more colors, play with the shadows, lights, and everything.
nice. Nice. So you guys, I hope you're writing a little bit of this down too, because we love to give you guys suggestions and art tips. But that's really awesome. Awesome to do. And try, you guys, try all different kinds of things to paint on. Try different mediums to paint with. It's a lot of fun. But get out there and try. Don't let that stop you. Always try and explore. All right.
Yes,
Go ahead
this
and
is
tell us
the
about this one. Yep.
yeah. So this is a portrait of bighorn sheep. It's also I paint this through from my picture I did. We were driving through the mountains. Sometimes during the summertime, springtime, we like to go just to the mountains,
That's
be
right.
outside of the city, and then to look for some animals, or even to go and I want to worship with flags also, like you
Mhm.
saw on some of my videos.
That's
Sometimes
right.
I've done this with different places. Yeah, so and I remember when you drive and you can see them going down, and sometimes they leak the road from the salt.
Right. Right.
So, and this was the very beautiful ram, and he was
You
just standing there. And I have couple pictures of him. I also have picture of him that he's standing full posture. So I also will paint this. But what I
know,
like about this actually is from on canvas, because I did on paper, but this is
right.
on canvas.
Okay.
I like how the colors they are different a little bit, than on paper.
Right.
I like how this the background is very loose, you know,
Right.
very
Almost abstract in a way, you
yes,
know? It really
yeah,
brings focus to the ram, right?
and because background was like the rocks and a little bit of the green, the green
Mhm.
tree and bushes, but I like the rams, the texture of the rams that I was able to paint the curves of his horns, you know,
Right.
and the fur,
Beautiful.
also
Right.
because when you paint, you know that you have to make this is like actually 3D, so and
Yes.
the fur sometimes it's not easy to
Yeah.
paint, but with this painting I'm very glad. I like that painting a lot, and all the colors. I
Right.
like that. I like to play with the colors and add something interesting, because usually they have like gray colors, the
Mhm.
rams, but I like to add something. I like, make it that you can see a little bit that
Right.
color everywhere, that it's all the harmony of the colors
That's
all
right.
together.
And by adding all the different colors and the texture to it too, it really helps with the fur to make sure that you see that it is fur and it's standing out, right? And you add all these different layers of colors, because I can look at this too and I can see like 5 or 6 in his fur, just to make the texture and make it come out, and then the highlights of the brighter colors in the face and on this back. I mean, it just really makes it pop, and having the contrast of the so dark behind it just makes the ram pop. I mean, it just shines. It's very nice.
Yeah, especially that horns I like that. That's why at the end stage is very wet everything, but I like it because then I can manipulate, and I like all the colors. They sometimes I allow other colors to join together so they can make something interesting. It's interesting, how you can with oils, how you can manipulate, how you never know how some painting will finish. You will just have to
Right.
go by the
Try.
flow and feel, okay, this is
Hmm.
how I I feel this is done. I feel that this is how this should look, you know. I don't know how
And then,
you have it, but because
right?
sometimes it's hard to stop, yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll walk away going, okay, I think it's done. And then I'll look at it, like, oh, that's not done. And I'll have to go back. You ever have that too? Where you're like, okay, I need to add a little something to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also, yeah. So, I never done painting like one day. I don't know, but I always, like I try to paint 3 hours, depend of the day if I am busy or not. But
Right.
when I feel that my eyes they are tired, I have to finish, and I have to see the
That's
next
right.
day. Yeah,
Right. Right. And then sometimes too, the colors change when they dry. And
yeah,
they might darken, and you're like, "Oh, I wanted it a little bit brighter." So, I mean, it's just fun. But you get tired. I mean, there's sometimes I've painted, and all night long, and you're like, "Oh wow, I need to sleep. I need to
yeah,
get some rest." But you get so inspired, or you get so into it that you don't even realize the time flies. And I'm glad to see that this is beautifully done. Oh, this next one, I love this next one too. There's so many that are just like, oh, and I don't even know if you know about certain hashtags, but I guess there is we'll talk when you see this next one. There is hashtags for different days. I'm learning, and I see this more and more on X for hashtag Mushroom Mondays. And if you guys are watching, I know Warfies does that and stuff like that. But I saw this. I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for that Monday thing. You've got to get these more out on X, and we've got to share these out. But I love this. It's got personality. It's got so much color, and it's awesome. Can you see what we're talking about?
yes.
Okay, I
When
love
you
this.
when you mention mushroom, okay, I know.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, so like you see, you can see the different style. This style was technique was old, like
Right.
old, like they call it old masters. Like you blend all the colors and you don't
Mhm.
see any texture and brush stroke. Like you said, you can now see. I think
Right.
so. Yeah, and I like this. This is like me and my husband. We like that those kind of mushrooms. We like it a
Mhm.
lot, and this is hanging in our kitchen.
Is it?
And yeah, it's something very charming about that mushrooms.
Mhm.
And this painting, I think I don't know what how I got the inspiration, but I did something like from my imagination. Like I want to make this very enchanting, like
Yes.
very like almost like in the nighttime in the forest,
Mhm.
springtime. All that,
Right.
actually mushrooms they represent my husband and me. We
It
are,
looks like something from like a child's book. I mean, I've never seen a red mushroom like this ever in my life. I want to, but it reminds me of something like from Alice in Wonderland in my mind, or a child's book. And I just love it. I fall in love with it, and because it's like they got personality here, Marta. They're like, kind of swaying in a way, and they're not standing straight up. It's just
yeah,
got so much character to this
yes,
piece.
yes, this is how I want to express this, like they almost dance. And that smaller mushroom has a little bit like dress or something, looks like lady, and they are
Right.
standing, they are dancing on the hill, and all around them the other
Right.
mushrooms, they just
Right.
look at them. So it's
Right.
like enchanting,
Mhm.
very like it's like from some kind of different world. It's like,
Yes. Alice in Wonderland. Do you know that story? I said
yes,
that so Sherry.
yes.
It seems like it's something kind of from that. It's very, very good. This would be a great one for a book. Have you ever thought about doing illustrations or doing a book, sweetie? This would be a really good one for that too. Man,
Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, sometimes I like, to uh, because first when I start paint and draw, I start paint from cartoons. I didn't start painting right away. I start with the cartoons. I start
Mhm.
to draw a lot, draw mostly manga, anime, some cartoons, uh, Lion of the King, King Lion. Yeah,
Yeah,
King
lion.
Lion.
Yes.
Yes. So I start with just the pencil and crayons and everything, and then I start with the painting, and I like sometimes just go beyond
Uh-huh.
realistic life and just play around, and I like this. I like the vibrancy of the
Yeah.
colors, I like how that red contrasts,
Mhm. With the
and
dark black forest behind it, the darker colors. It's not full black, but it's
yes,
darker. But
it's
that
dark,
really
it's
makes
dark
that
because
yellow
yeah,
beautiful. The red and yellow just pop because of the such of the darkness going on behind them, and I love it. Just on this hill dancing.
yeah,
The other
and
ones are just sitting there having a great time. Was so much fun, Marta. What a great painting. Wow, go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, this is very cute, and I actually make that dots on that mushrooms very like looks like stick out almost, from that mushrooms, so they have not look flat. Yeah, and I like I make that forest almost dark because you don't know if this
Right.
forest is so thick that it's almost dark or it's nighttime, like nighttime when nobody's in the forest actually is the life starts in the forest,
Right.
or it's, I don't know if you ever sleep in the forest, but your imagination is so rich that you think that every movement is some
Mm-hmm.
kind of creature or something, it's actually forest is very very loud during the nighttime.
That's right. It's very active. I have done that several times, and I've done like off road kind of camping too. So you literally are not in a campground and you just have the tent and your whatever. I've done a solo where I've been out in the woods for a week. We did these adventure things. I'm like, okay, that was interesting. But every little sound, you're like, okay, what was that? You know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but this is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I love the story. This is a great this just has like you're just waiting for the story to go with this, of this little couple, this little mushroom couple. So,
Yes, this just waiting for some kind of book cover or
right?
whatever. So you can go visit my website and you can just check it. You can print this also. It's also available as a print for products
Nice.
whatever you want. So I happy to share it, and so
Lovely.
this was also done on canvas too,
Yes.
so
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
It's so much fun. That one is just so much fun, everyone. I love it. I love I love that most of our artwork says stories, but I love when you see a painting too and you can imagine stories or you can imagine a cartoon or a little book about it. It adds so much when you just see that. And I love a little character. And those little mushrooms definitely had a personality.
Yes, exactly.
Very fun. Oh,
Yeah.
these are
Oh,
camp.
this one, yeah.
I know. Oh, I love it.
So
Tell us.
this one is this I create myself a little bit. I design, I I make the sketch. I add that mountains. It's the Three Sisters Mountains in Kenmore,
Right.
and I add that flying Canadian geese. You know, so I create design. I designed that painting. So I took a little bit of that mountains from some
Mm-hmm.
picture and picture of flying geese, and I add it together and make one painting.
Very nicely done.
So because yeah, I've done this year, beginning of spring, and I remember that during the spring you see lots of Canadian geese. They are flying back. They start, to looking for the nest and everything. They make couples, so it's very busy. They are everywhere, springtime, and you can see them flying,
Right.
even in the downtown, you can see them. Canadian geese, they are like almost very well known. You can
Mhm.
see Canada.
That's right.
So that's why I decided, well, yeah, this is how I call that painting. coming. Spring is coming. Yeah, I call that
Right.
painting.
And there are so many great things going on. Not only the beautiful contrast between the mountains and the sky and the clouds, but if you guys can notice, each goose, right? I guess you say, has a different pattern. They're not a single one is even in the same kind of thing. Their wings and their motion, they all are in a different kinds of flight pattern than the others. In different motion. An individual. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is awesome. That they're not all in sync per se. I really, really love that about that. But I just love the contrast of the clouds and the blue mountains too. It just really makes these geese pop out. But it just takes I just love it. I love that the geese are not in sync, that they're all doing their own individual flight motion there. It's awesome. It's
Yes,
awesome.
so, and this is what like I said, it's amazing with painting. I didn't. You can't expect how this will end, and I like how this ends. And I like how I managed to did that depth, and to make that geese stick out, so they will not blend completely with the mountains and greenery. So yeah, and I did that they fly different. They have different all kind of the wings. They are different,
Right.
and yeah, and
Gorgeous.
this is how I call this. Spring is coming with them. When you see
Right.
Canadian geese flying, spring is in the air. They flying a lot. And Three
Mhm.
Sisters, they are famous mountains in Canmore, Three Sisters. So
That's right. That's right, because they're all flying down here to the southern states, because it's
yeah,
so cold. So we get to see them more in the winter and the whatever as they are flying back up there for spring. So that is absolutely spot on. You see the geese during the spring, and it's beautiful. This piece is beautiful, and you're inspiring others in the chat, right? Because we do see geese down here at different times here too, but I mean, just the contrast in this, everyone. Don't you just love what's going on, even in the background, that just against the green and the geese? I just love what you got in the background. I'd like to see that you used your imagination and you took different things and you made your own on this piece. It's fantastic.
yeah. So this is like I add something from my imagination. I design. It's like you can see if this is like just fresh morning or it's almost sunset.
Right.
I like that colors, contrast colors, that orange on the
Mm-hmm.
gray purple mountains.
That's right.
I like this, and
I do
I did,
too.
yeah, I've done this on paper and canvas, and this is on canvas. So I like
Fantastic.
that depth, rich colors.
Yes. Absolutely beautiful. Beautifully done. Oh, the texture on this one. Okay, this is right. I love that you love color, and I know that you love contrast. I'm so glad that you're versed in it too, because this next one, you guys, is such an example of what contrast colors do and what they're meant to do. Is they really like make each other pop by using the contrast, and this one is fantastic. I don't know if you can see that yet. Oh, yes, it is very
Yeah.
beautiful. Can you
Yes, I
see it?
can see. Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is just so great. And that's what I mean. Look at those oranges with the blues, right? I mean, they're just from the yellow to the oranges and the pinks per se just
Yeah.
make that blue pop so much. Wow.
Yeah. So this is from the painting. I paint this from picture I did in Tofino sunset. I like watching sunset. So in
Uh-huh.
Tofino is in Vancouver Island, Pacific,
Right.
and there's beautiful spots when you can see sunsets. And I took the picture, but on that picture you can't see all that beautiful colors that you actually can see them in a lifetime. It's so
Right.
many beautiful different colors that instant the pictures they will not show it. So pictures I always use as a reference, but I always from that place, I remember that moment, and I want to paint that colors that I saw actually. So I just used picture as a reference, but I
Mhm.
want to add all that colors that I saw. That actually, it's like from very warm yellow. It's like
Yes.
lemon yellow, like yellow hue, you know,
Mhm.
orange, pink,
That's right.
pink, violet,
Beautiful.
violet, and red. Also, you can see
Mhm.
there. So, in contrast with the purple gray, colorful gray, beautiful colorful gray, uh,
This one
purple,
really
violet.
inspires to get up and start painting. I love sunsets too and sunrises, and there's just something and the texture going on with the sun as it's, setting. There's so many beautiful things going on here, but I love this contrast. It's just wow.
Yes, yeah, and that land, like that
Mhm.
sun is, it's almost hiding.
Right.
So that land on, it's like actually was, it's not dark, and I didn't want to show this very dark. I want to do this like brown dark, you know,
Right.
uh, burnt sienna and a little bit orange. So I want to make that not completely dark, you know. I want to show that land a little bit,
Mhm.
and also that surface of the sea. Also want to make like, it's not just blue, but
Right.
it's like, it's like the reflection of the
Mhm.
clouds, you know.
And you
That,
have to. I mean, that's what, to make it a full piece, everyone, that's what makes it so great is you have all that reflection. Water is no different than light per se. You have to have that reflection. And I saw that you've included almost every color. I think you have like every color that's in the sky is also in that water.
yes, yeah.
Hmm.
And that sunrise that is dancing on that water surface. So this is not the last of my sunset painting. I plan
Nice.
to do more, experience more. And also I like, you know, the brush. I move the brush around. I want to play a little bit like Van Gogh, a little bit make that,
Mhm.
you know, not
Right.
straight, but they almost like dance, you know.
Right.
So
Homage to Van Gogh. Beautiful. I love
this
that.
was fun for me to paint, you know. So
Oh,
I hope I express all that, that you can see that this is sunset.
yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you do. And this is really nice, you guys. I love it. And it again, I love when you guys inspire me too. And not that I would do something like this, but it inspires me to, and I need to find more time to do my own paintings. But it's nice to see something that just makes you go, oh, I remember. I lived in Arizona for a while, and on the West Coast, or at least in Arizona, the skies were just beautiful color. And this is gorgeous. Just makes you want to go visit this. Doesn't everybody want to be there? Just looking at this right now as the sun sets, phenomenal.
Mhm.
Oh, you guys and your horses. I'm telling you, I need to have a horse week. This next one, right, is your horses.
Okay, I
Every single artist has one horse piece that you guys do, and we need to have a horse day or a horse week where you guys are all sharing these. This is
uh-huh.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
You let me know. I'll have to say, Nancy, I know you're watching right now. You have to tell me what week we're going to do horses, but you guys all do such a great job with these. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this also like was from inspiration when I was driving, you know, outside of the city. We went to the farm, we drive through the farms, you know. So I see lots of horses. Even, you know, when you go deep to the mountains, you can see wild horses, you know,
Right.
in here in Alberta. And
I
yeah,
do.
so this painting was done with that different technique, like you can see. And what I like about this, with this, I like to like, I play a little bit with that colors. I won't make that colors like in the picture I did, you know.
Right.
So I was playing a lot with the color, you know, that color actually that looked like from the picture, you know. So, but I like that the whole that brown horse,
Mm-hmm.
it's very stick out, and that white horse, it's also very stick out, and all that green, it's almost like, because I remember that day that was almost close to the sunset, so that's why that colors of that grass, they are not like very rich and vibrant. They are almost like gray, that
Mm-hmm.
green. So I want to make that almost like they lose the colors, because sun is setting almost. So
Right.
on behind of them, on that left, on that one of the side, you can see a little bit of light blue, little bit of green color, but this is just
Right.
the end. The rest, it's like it's coming the down. It's coming, the colors, they're coming calm. Coming calm, because
Yes.
this the
Gorgeous.
light is coming down.
Yes.
How I
Beautiful.
can how I can say, but it's they are different. This painting, it's different
Mm-hmm.
than all of my other paintings. Different colors I use this here. They are a little bit not that vibrant. They are very serious looking
Right.
at colors.
A little, a little, I should say softer, a little more muted per se. Like you said, they're not
Yes,
as bright and whatever, but
yes,
you can see that they're in a pasture, and the sky is blue and clear, a little bit of clouds, but you can see, especially when you look into the white horse, the reflections of all the colors around it. Because, I tell everyone this too, when you see something white, it's not just white on a canvas.
yeah,
There's so much you got to put into the white, because you got the shading and the reflection and it's just amazing. And I love that they're contrast, that you chose the brown and the white. And I miss seeing wild horses. Oh, I miss just even having horses. I am not an animal painter, so I am just in awe when I see that you guys paint animals, or even humans per se. I mean, you do such a great job. This is so beautiful.
yeah. Actually, I remember now that white horse. I want to make that he reflects the
Mhm.
blue, a little bit of that sky
Yes,
blue. He reflects,
yes,
and even I add a little bit that sky blue, little bit I add to that brown horse too. So, and also that green. Oh, it's almost like a rust green. The
that's right.
rust, it's rust green. So it's a little bit. Yeah, I like how this
Oh, I
and
do
that,
too.
and it's completely different, and I like it. So I just want to say that it's fun to experience, experience with the colors, experience with different colors, uh, and it's something interesting. This is what it's beautiful about creative,
Yes,
being
yes.
creative.
It is just really beautiful. I'm just everyone is saying the same thing too. And you guys, I have to like kind of copy and paste your stuff into the chat. So there's so much reaction. And whenever we do horses, Marta, no matter what artist comes on, everyone's like horses, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that is awesome. So I'm copying you guys of old school, copy and paste. My software doesn't let me just like post them up here, but the horses, everyone is loving them. And right, just what a great reaction. And I love the muted colors, because it's just the soft but very realistic on this beautiful day with
yes,
gorgeous horses. Phenomenal. Absolute phenomenal piece. I know I can see that you love this. Nice.
yes,
They're so different. Your work is so different. Each time I look at a different one, I'm like, wow. I mean, just right. You're so versatile, and you've got so many different explorations with technique and with atmosphere. So you'll have to let us know about this one, because wow, what's going on in the sky here is wow.
well, so this painting had a lots of comments even on my website.
Yeah.
It's actually, I remember
Here.
I got inspired to paint this. I remember when I think Washington was on fire.
Hmm.
Washington State, not DC, but other Washington was on fire. I remember, and
Right.
some of the picture pop up of the actually fire, and then I just decide to add the animals in the river, and this is how
Yes.
this ends. And so again, this was like nighttime, but you can see
Mhm.
all that drama,
Yes.
of forest being destroyed. And recently, every summer, you hear about the fire and everything, But
Yes.
also, it's like with that painting, I want to like send a message. Yeah, the fire is it's very sad and it's very tragedy for the forest. But also, I remember when I was driving through the forest that was on fire a couple years ago. Was on fire, and then I noticed that the grass that was burned was there was purple flowers starting grow.
Right.
So and this gave me like hope. Yeah, there was strategy, there was forest completely burned, but I noticed that purple flowers, they almost like from the distance you can see like purple carpet, on the hills. and
Right.
then and then yeah, the fire is it's very sad thing and that tragedy, but also bring purification and make things to grow again, like it's rebirth from the ashes. It's the beauty from the
Mhm.
ashes. So it's and then I start, and then all that green grass, it's making it even more green, and all that trees, they get stronger.
Yeah.
So with that painting, it represents strategy and everything, but also hope. Hope that after that fire, that green and that trees, they will rebuild, they will be stronger. You know. So
I like how you put them in a pretty safe space too, because a lot of animals, at least you think, at least I do, when I see this, you're like, okay, the animals are in water, so then maybe they have an opportunity to not be harmed by the fires that are surrounding them. I really like how and at least in my mind, and I know I've seen so many animals. I've lived in so many different forested areas. I've seen them run. We just had the Wyoming fires too, and it's really sad, but it is about rebirth. But to me, I like that you put them in a little, what I think is a safe space.
yes, yeah, that's why I add that animals,
Right.
because yeah, during the fire, those animals, they are, they have to run and everything, and that river is like their safe place from that
Hmm.
forest, and they're just looking towards that fire,
Right.
and at the back. So at the back, you can see that smoke coming from the
Yes.
fire, and there is the mountain, and you can see a little bit, little bit of the that fire, smaller
Right.
fires, from some
Yes.
places, and the all of that gray stuff is like smoke.
Hmm.
And this is the nighttime. That's why that colors, they are not that vibrant, but I won't make
Colorful.
that fire light bright,
Yes. You did
also.
a great job. I don't see too many paintings on a scene like this or a story like this, and it's very dramatic. It's very powerful. I mean, the story is
Yes.
beautiful, and there's areas right where it's very dramatic. Like, of course, the smoke and the fire is going to be dramatic, but then you look at the blades of grass, right, and the little delicate strokes that you have on those kind of things. You're like, wow, there's so much. The gentleness of the water, the reflection of the fire. So there's so much going on. So you have dramatic, and then you have this really peaceful kind of moment that's up front.
Yes.
Beautifully done. What a contrast within the same painting. It's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
I I like uh I like that shadow of that deers,
Hmm.
and I also like that gray colors,
Yes.
because there's the bushes, and I like, that deers, they became very small compared to that, because this is forest mountains, so
Right.
I won't make them a little bit small, so you can see how big is the fire and how big is the uh, trees and all the mountains. Washington, I know Washington, you have beautiful and big trees too.
Yes.
The-
Just very beautiful. This is a really nice, not only an awareness, but it's a phenomenal story. It definitely tells a lot that's going on here. this would be great for some kind of like park, kind of be careful for forest fires, right? Be careful where you're
Exactly.
having it. It's an awareness almost picture too, but there's so much going on here that's just really amazing. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Oh, I like right. You guys, I get to the next one. I'm like, oh, I love this. Right? I mean, it's true because you have such a different. There's multimedia going on here, guys. From animals to humans to I mean, you guys,
Yeah.
we got a few more too, but this is to me, and I don't know if it goes with this collection, but something very spiritual is to me when I look at this one. So tell us
Mhm.
about this.
Okay, I'm still waiting for to show up, but I'm wonder. This should
It's
be.
maybe
I'm
it'll
wonder
surprise
what.
you too.
Yeah.
Um,
So like I said, I like to try something different. I like to. Oh yeah, I was thinking that this is
yes.
it.
Okay.
So I
Am I
called
right
it.
when I say spiritual?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. I thought so. Go ahead.
So it's called Gold Pearl,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I took it from parable of the pearl from the Holy Bible, like Jesus parable about the pearl,
Mm-hmm.
So pearl of
Beautiful.
great price. So you can I think
That's right, the pearl of
in
great
the
price. I know that
yeah
story well.
in the Matthew you can read about parables of pearl, you know,
Yes. Yes.
and even there is this. Oh yeah, I actually have this again. The kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking godly pearls, who went who when he had found one of pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. So when he found that pearl of great price, he went sold all what he had just to gain that pearl. So this is what that painting represents, like that hands holding that one gold pearl on the very contrasting blue, almost like water. It's like he almost like found that pearl in the river and bringing this up, to the surface. And I like that contrast. And the hands, they very were very difficult.
Oh, I bet, but
to paint.
man, the detail on them. Go ahead.
Very difficult to paint the hands. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it comes that parable. It's like kingdom of God. When you find that kingdom of God, you will make everything just to gain that.
That's right.
You will make everything to gain for the kingdom of God and to gain the kingdom of God. So it's
It is
just we just have to
beautiful.
find it, and when we find it, just to do whatever we can to gain that, to keep it. So to have it. And
It
yeah,
is
so this painting is
contrast
different.
too, guys. Again,
Yeah.
from the yellows and the golds with the blue background, that is just so you were trained and taught so well to make that pop because the hands, right? You really focus on that and the pearl and that beautiful blues and texture, just gorgeous.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
so this river
Mhm.
texture I made with the painting knife.
I love that. Don't you love using the painting knife?
Yeah.
So much fun. If you guys have never tried that, you need to. It's a lot of fun. One of my favorite tools is different. I have a set of probably 20 to 30 painting knives of all different sizes. I love them.
Yes.
It just is great.
So I
No.
mixed that, and actually this painting is cover in the future to my
Mhm.
book with my poems, because I am reading
Poet
poems in.
too, everyone. Sorry. Because
Yeah.
somebody just made a comment about you can do so many different things. And you guys, I can't wait to read your poetry. You'll have to share that with us too, because sometimes every Monday we highlight a different medium. And sometimes I do poetry. So I would love to see that too. Wow. Okay, go ahead. She's got a
I,
poetry book. I'm
yeah,
amazed.
I just have to because read this mostly in Polish language, so I have to just somehow translate it. So
Or post it in Polish and we'll translate it, because we all have like Google Translate or whatever, but put it in your native tongue. I mean, that's no problem. It gives us a chance, an opportunity to learn a different language as well. So I think,
I will do it. I just
okay,
hope that you can. I don't know that if Google Translate will translate is good, will
correctly.
translate good. Yeah, do it right. So I will
Okay.
try. I will try to do it in Polish language, and then I will do translate, and then with your English, you can add. I think you
Okay.
will know what it's meaning of that
Nice.
poetry, and that's poetry. It's mostly like faith, Christian, base.
Wow. I love it. Multi-talented individual here. Isn't this awesome, everyone? Oh my gosh. It's like, what haven't you tried, Marta? You're so awesome.
Actually, what also I can add, I also, when I was a kid, because like I said, it's like when you went through some trauma, if that come to that bully,
Yes.
some kids
Mhm.
they run away. Some kids they go to addiction and they
Mhm.
go to just to get attention, to be accepted. They go to some kind of sketchy things,
Life,
sketchy.
right? People and life. I know
Yes,
what you mean. My three children, very traumatic before I adopted them. And everyone found something different. My son is in drama and acting. My daughter likes to write poetry, and my other daughter likes to sculpt. And each one found a different avenue to help them with, working through these issues. So I
yeah,
understand what you're saying.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So and actually w- doing all that stuff, like I was so shy that my whole world was around painting, drawing, poetry, and I was reading the stories also, like you know like I imagine in myself some stories, and I was reading them on the paper like
Right?
a kid, like you make some, you go and you tell some stories for your kids. So I
Mhm.
was making for myself some romantic stories, dramatic
Right.
stories for myself. I was, so it's amazing how God kept me with
Hmm.
all that stuff. He kept me with that gift he gave me,
Right.
because I was good with that, and this kept me to not go against God, but go to Him, into Him.
That's right. That's right. Very beautiful.
Okay. Oh, so this is Remembrance Day.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, you call this Veteran Day, yeah, in America.
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
You also have red poppies, poppy,
We have what? We have a what?
red poppy that red flowers.
Oh yes, poppies. Yes.
Poppy.
Yes, we do.
Sorry, my accent.
It's okay. No, I love it. Go ahead. Love it.
So yeah, this yeah, I like all that colors. I like all that contrast, all that clean color notes, all that. Actually, there is I to describe that painting, I describe it as a poem. So maybe I will read this. For
Okay.
those who for those who live never to return, for those who return but are never the same, a single poppy has the soul of 1,000 heroes and the tears of 1,000,000 loved ones.
I
So
love that.
this painting is dedication for all the soldiers that they
Mhm.
live for war and never came, for those
Right.
that live came but they will never be the same for what they saw and went through, and for those that for all those that souls of heroes that they died, and the tears of ones that they still cry for them. So
Yes.
it's that painting describe all. It's all of the fallen soldiers that they still alive, and for their families.
Yes. Very,
And
very beautiful.
yes, and on and I add that soldier with his rifle. He's standing with the cross, so, and all the fields of the red poppy and that sky, almost like ending of the day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh man, it's just really, really gorgeous. Oops. Oops, you guys, I hit the wrong thing. Okay. I have to get to, oh, okay, now I lost, okay. Sorry, everyone. I had the wrong thing. Let me present it. We have a few more that we're going to do here, and it's your winter scenes. We're going to do that. But that was absolutely gorgeous. And I love the contrast. I should have gone back to that one. I love the contrast between the soldier, again, the blue and the oranges was really beautiful on the poppies, the oranges and the reds. But you guys, we have a few more of these too, but we want to share. We got a video here too, because if you guys think the paintings, the poetry, the sculptures, right? We want to also show you what she also does too, because she's an amazing dancer. So these are going to be our last two paintings, because we do not want to have you guys all leave without seeing her beautiful tribute and letting her tell you the story that goes with her amazing dancing with flags. So this one, we got two winter scenes here. If you want to talk to us about this one, it would be great. And then I have one more after this, which is a great way to finish, especially with the holidays coming. But go ahead and tell us, Marta. This is gorgeous.
Okay, so this is winter scenery, and when I paint this, I imagine that I was in some kind of winter wonderland.
Yes. Oh, one question. I'm sorry, Marta. We had a question and they didn't catch us. So can you repeat the symbolism of the poppy first?
Poppy?
Yeah, the symbolism of the poppies.
Symbolism,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
So symbolism is like a single poppy has soul of 1,000 heroes and the tears of million loved ones.
I love that. I love that. Okay.
So
And
all that poppies, they represents souls and tears, souls of soldiers that they
right.
didn't survive, and tears the ones that they are here and they alive, they are here and they cry. So it's like souls and tears in one. And
That
that
is beautiful.
red poppies, they just dance and pop up on that field when that soldier is just the one that he came back but never will be the same. He is giving honor to maybe his fellow soldier.
Yes.
He's on his grave. So it's many meanings of that painting.
Yes, I agree. That is a beautiful tribute. So if you ever post that picture in the group, can you also put that little meaning as well, so that people can see that, maybe if they haven't seen this show or whatever. So because that's such a beautiful tribute and explanation of that meaning of the poppies. So whenever you put that picture in the group and share it out, just if you could include that, that would be lovely.
Yeah, so I will try to reshare. I think I shared this on the November 11. I shared that painting
Yeah.
on Artist Corner, but I can do it again and I can
Yeah.
explain more about red poppies. Yes, don't worry
We
about this.
will take it all. I mean, this is unbelievable, guys. Her work is phenomenal, and we are so thrilled. Go ahead with this one. Sorry to interrupt, and thank you. They say thank you for answering that and explaining that again. They appreciate that.
Well, yeah, thank you for. I am happy to answer the questions.
Right.
So
when you go back and watch this, you're going to see all these wonderful comments. Everyone here from the family is saying hi and such wonderful things to you all night long. I mean, I've been posting them up for you, so I hope that you can enjoy.
I want to now say thank you for all the kind words, support, and well, I will come back and I will comment you back and visit you and follow you back. So I'm happy to be part of this group and this family artist. So
it's awesome, isn't it? I love this family, and we love having you, Marta. We love having you.
Yes, they're very thankful, and I appreciate each of us, and my God bless each of us. So
yes, I agree.
when I paint this painting, I just imagine that I am in some kind of winter wonderland, that
Mhm.
everything it's in the one place. It's like beautiful, majestic mountains covered with the snow,
Right.
full moon and shining stars,
Just
and warmly light in the church. Like this is the church, warming light, and the deers coming out from the forest that they're curious what is going on in that church. So this is all in one place, somewhere in the mountains, beautiful snow, white
mhm,
snow, and that full moon make that snow that night it's not dark, actually, it's
mhm,
very bright. So I
mhm.
don't know if you notice, but when it's full moon and the fresh snow fall, the night it's not dark, it's very
Right.
bright and very colorful. So and that church and the light in the church, it's very warm and looks like there is the people inside, that they
Mhm.
maybe have some Christmas carols, they singing Christmas carols. And then these, they just very curious coming out from the forest. They just want to look what is going on in that church. So
Right.
this is what that painting represents, all of this, like I was in my head painting that. So it's very uh,
It is a
enchanting.
beautiful one. It is enchanting, and that's why I kind of finished off with this one and the next one, guys, because we're so close to this kind of a few weeks from now it's going to be Christmas, and I love these kind of things. I love that, and I don't know. I mean, there's something about the winter and Christmas and going to church, and I know it's the birth of the Savior and stuff. Well, that we celebrate it, but it is enchanting. This would be great for this Sunday because we always are celebrating church Sundays too. And I encourage you guys to get out your church paintings, and share them with us because this is gorgeous. What a beautiful tribute. I love the reflection from the light from the window. You guys can see that from the church onto the snow, and it is bright with that gleaming snow in the moonlight sky. Oh, this is
And that
gorgeous, Marta.
mountains, that mountains I did the mountains I did with the painting knife.
I love it. Don't you love it? You guys need
So
to try that tool.
that
I love
mountains,
that tool.
yeah, that mountains they are very dramatic with that, very
Mhm.
sharp and everything.
Right.
And then you have that church with the warm light
That's
and that
right.
reflects on the snow and deers coming out. So it's
Beautiful.
very, very, like from some kind of
Right. Just
different,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Right. It's screaming. It's screaming the birth of the Savior, screaming a beautiful Christmas, Eve. And I love this one. And we are going to finish one that is just also Christmas bound. Um, just you did so great on these. Well, all of them. I mean, and that's what they're saying too in the chat that like, some might have some favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite, isn't it? Because they're all so different, unique, and beautiful. But I wanted to also finish. I put these in order for a reason, but I wanted to finish with the Christmas ones so that you guys could all get that sense of Christmas here too. But this is gorgeous too. Don't you guys all want to go to this cabin? I do.
Yeah, yeah. So I call this Christmas home
Nice.
because like home. What it's called home, called home. It's not only like the the building, but it's people that they are inside. This is what create the home and all that atmosphere during the Christmas time. Christmas time, I sometimes miss my family back in Poland. All my family is there in Poland. So,
Wow.
so I paint this thinking, imagine, all that warmth, all that, many noises, many people coming,
Hmm.
for visits,
Do you have
and
family coming to visit you, or are you going to go visit family for Christmas?
well, this year,
Not this
yeah,
year.
not this
Oh,
year, but
not this year.
I hope to maybe next year to visit for Christmas because this year I came for summertime, but I
Okay,
hope
gotcha.
to come maybe next time. Uh, But I
Yep.
would like to read you the poem
Okay,
because I
please.
think to describe this paint, as a description to that painting, I add the poem.
Okay.
So, frost upon a window pane and softly falling snow, warmed beside a cracking fire, while beating north winds blow. Bible and blankets, steaming tea, the soft glow of an amber, candlelight and cozy nights. So this is what I also was feeling and want to express with that painting,
The
that
poetry is
I am
great.
sitting with my Bible in blankets, drinking hot tea, yeah, and candle lights. I like during the Christmas light the candles.
Hmm. Yes.
Small, some of them they have beautiful smell and everything.
Hmm. This is beautiful. Your poetry is just as beautiful too. I mean, it's funny because you talked about God a lot today and facing a life where you were bullied and so forth, and yet God has really shined on you, and really gave you such amount of many gifts from, I'm so glad you found art, and I'm so glad you found it in so many different ways, because he just doted on you, Marta, and he said, look at what you can do, from, like you said, from the poetry to the paintings to the sculptures to whatever. He has just really blessed you with such an amazing gift, not only by written word, but physical too. I mean, this amazing work. You're outstanding. And I'm
So
so grateful. Wow.
yeah, thank you. And I'm like, this live show, it's again blessing, it's
Mhm.
answer, and it's another like step that
Yes.
God want me to do.
Yes. And so I'm going to load this up and thank you. Thank you, God. I love when you answer prayers, my man. I love them. So tell us about the flags and the dancing while I'm loading this up and sharing with everybody, because we're going to show you guys another wonderful talent that our wonderful guest has tonight. Marta is just so amazingly talented. And you guys, I put, like I said, all of her stuff you can find and follow her in the look in the description, and then in the comments I put her Rumble channel, and that's where I found these videos. So go ahead. I pulled up the Eyes Locked on the King is the one of the video I'm going to share. But tell us about your flags and what started this. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So you want to tell us, everybody, what started you to do this? What inspired you to do the flags, and a little bit
Yeah,
about this before we play this?
yeah, I can tell you.
Okay.
So God inspired me to worship with flags. Like I told this yesterday to you, I
Hmm.
I always love to worship God with the singing and everything. But God wants me to do something more with that, not just singing. And and then I remember when I was driving with my husband, I saw like a very like a quick vision, and I saw the person holding the standard, the banner of God. And
Right.
then I felt that God want me to just grab that standard and represent his kingdom here with dancing for him, praising him, and like King David dance or Miriam dance. King David dance. I don't know if you know the story, but King David dance
Yeah.
when he came,
Saul.
when David, King David.
Right.
Yeah, he danced when he brought back Ark of the Covenant to Israel, and then Miriam he danced also to praise God, to thankful when they came from Egypt, when he passed through the Red Sea. So he wanted me to represent his kingdom with praise, with flags, praise him with the flags, showing his kingdom here. So, and all the colors of the flags, they also have meanings and symbolize something. So that's why you can see the videos with the different colors of the flags. And I sometimes match the colors of the flags too. And this is what inspired me, like, and like this is awesome because, like, I am shy person and was very shy after what I went through. And then God brought me like, hey, you can do it, and I have said, God, you really want me to do it? I am better to be like sit and paint in my house and everything. Yeah, but while he called me to express it, express it and show him to others, share him with other people. Because wherever I worship and dance, always people came to me and asked, what is this? What is the meaning of this? And then I have opportunity to share with them my story. So, yeah, and this is how my journey started. Like, this was 7 years ago, I remember. Yeah. And then my first paint flag I did myself. And then I had dream because I said, well, I would like to have my own flag. And then I asked God, what colors should have my first flags? And then I had dream 2020, beginning of 2020, I had dream. And I saw in the field, like prairie field, big stormy cloud with the lightning. I was hiding behind one of the pillar, I remember. And then I saw from that cloud, dark cloud, 4 flags coming out. So first flag was red, second was white, third was black, and fourth was blue. And I grabbed those flags and I started to wave them, and this is how the dream ended. But this is also how I knew what the colors I should put on my first pairs of flags. And then, well, I was looking for people that they can make and paint for me, those colors on the flags, but I didn't get a response. So then God told me, well, why you don't paint this on yourself? Like, you are artist, you can do it. And I said, well, okay. Then I just bought silk. I just bought silk. I bought the paint special for silk. Paint on the silk. My husband, he built frame because you have to stretch the silk on the frame. Okay. And I paint that flags on myself. And those paints, they act like acrylic or watercolor. They dry very fast, Right. So it was very fun. And actually I liked paint on silk also. So it's another form of art, paint on fabric.
I love it.
So,
right, you guys, it's just amazing all the things that she can do, isn't it?
You see, but look how this work. Like, wherever I go and want to do, it's always end up with some kind of art, because even dance is art,
Yes, it is. And there's so many. I don't think people understand, because when they say, like, not to forget my school, but I say I have an integrated school, and they're like, oh, you're just painting all the time. No, there's 30, 40, 50 different mediums, from, like you said, dancing, poetry, painting, sculpture, writing. I mean, music. It's, God, I think so. God is such an artist. And you could see that from the minute to the macro. It is amazing. And everything he touches, it's just perfectly crafted and made so artistically. And this is really beautiful. Are you ready to play the video?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you guys, you get to see Marta's flags and her dancing. And yes, she made these flags and painted them herself. So you guys go give her a follow over here on Rumble. Well, and she also has a YouTube channel as well, but that's in the description. But you guys know I love my Rumble, so we pulled up Rumble. And we're going to go full screen so you guys get to enjoy this. All right, this is called I don't know if you have anything you want to say about it, but this is titled Eyes Locked on the King. Do you want to add anything to that?
Well, so those flags are they actually, I bought them from Call to Flag people. So
Okay.
I joined two kinds of flags. So the red one with the black and white, they are silk one, and the purple, they look like blue on that light, but they are purple. So it's red and purple, two different kinds of flags.
Okay.
And well, maybe I can tell more when we finish the
Okay.
video. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go behind so you guys get to see a full view of this, and we will see you as soon as this is done playing. Here we go, everyone. It is called Eyes Locked on the King.
There's a place I retreat, shake the dust off of my feet. The noise turns down, I hear you speak. It's a different kind of peace. It's a deep calling too deep. Sit down across from you and commune just like we do. With my eyes locked on the King, it is well, my soul it seems. It's a simple kind of free when I'm with you and you're with me. So let your love come take the lead. I give up controlling things. When I'm with you, I can believe. You're my source, my shield, the strength that carries me. With my eyes locked on the King, it is well, my soul it sees. It's a simple kind of free when I'm with you and you're with me, my Jesus, I can't get enough of my Jesus. I need you more and more every day. I will be found right here, our secret place. And as time goes by, as seasons change, I will be found right here in love so safe. I need you more and more every day. I will be found right here, our secret place. And as time goes by, as seasons change, I will be found right here in love so safe. With my eyes on the King, it is well, my soul it sees. It's a simple kind of free when I'm with you and you're with me, my Jesus, I can't get enough of my Jesus.
Thank you for
That
again for sharing that video.
that is beautiful. And everyone was saying the same thing. It just was such a blessing to even watch that and hear the perfect song for that. And what a way to honor God. How beautiful is that? I've never seen anything like that, by the way, with the combination. Phenomenal,
So,
Marta. Wow.
so yeah, I chose that song. Actually, I was worshiping and listening that song. Exactly, that song was playing when I was filming. So, and I like this. I like this because every movement is the word, you know, plus the colors that also represents everything, and the lightning is also beautiful. And I like to do it outside because
Mhm.
then this is the purpose of flags. Worship him outdoor. So I will not benefit just me, but I will attract just normal people that they are passing. I can attract them by those colors and
Right.
dance and movement and flow of the fabric. So people can come, and many people they come and ask. They do the pictures. They do also some filming. So it's amazing way to worship, uh, and God is pleased with them, with this, all of this. So this song I chose because we are living in a time when the time is very fast. Many people they are busy with their own life. It's like rat race almost. Especially now in December, people so are busy running everywhere, busy with everything, and this is song as a reminder, even for me, because whatever I am sharing, it's also that it's speaking to me. It's that teaching me, and I am sharing this with other to remember that even if this is so crazy now, everyone is busy. Don't forget just to stop, look on your King, on Jesus Christ. This is all about why we celebrate the Christmas. It's not about the gifts, shopping, cooking.
Right.
It's all about Him. And we gather together for Him to celebrate His birthday. So that's why that song is about to stop for that moment.
That's
And
right.
because, like Christmas Day, we think Christmas, oh, people, they are so tired of running everywhere to buy everything that when it comes to Christmas, they just tired and
Mhm.
they don't have energy to do nothing, So
Right.
I always try to remember with all of that busyness to, find that time to celebrate, think about him, that
Yes.
our King is born, For us, it's like gift.
That's right.
God is giving us his beloved son as a gift for
That's right.
us. So
Amen to that. Amen to
yeah,
that. And I couldn't say it any better because you're right. And there's things that we are going to be talking about, and stuff again on our Sunday resets as well, everyone, because it's, finding these miracles, seeing that God and the Savior are all around us. And then what a gift, and what a moment too, because we have seen so many come, and like, where is God? And search for him and revivals and whatever. And it's so great to see. But this is a time to celebrate, not only for the great things that are happening to our nation, but because of those great things, God has blessed us. Because of that, he's given us a son. This is what this season's about. And I just couldn't have said it any better. That is wonderful.
yeah. So also what I want to add, I want to maybe read a little bit the meaning of colors.
Okay.
We are all the artists, and that flags, they have some meanings and names of the. So
Okay.
purple color mean royalty, kingship, inheritance, priesthood, authority, intercession, child of God, Abba, power, victorious warrior. This is the purple, the meaning of color of purple. Now it comes to red, and it's many, many, many. many other color of reds. It's burgundy, it's wine red, but overall the red, it's meaning blood of Jesus, life, salvation, courage, redemption, fire, fervent love, sacrifice, war. And also, if you can see on that silk flags a little bit of black, like stripes. Those flags, they are called by the blood. Those flags. So they have a little bit of red, black, and white at the end. So black color, actually, everybody will think that black is very negative. Can be negative, but in positive, it's meaning shadow of his wings, humility, essence of God, mystery of God, thunder, incense before the altar, death of self, hiding place, midnight hour, professionalism is the black color.
That's right.
And white, it's light, purity, bright of Christ, angels surrender to God, victory, honor, salvation, righteousness.
I love that. I
So
love
this
that.
is the color of meaning of those flags.
And that is really, really beautiful. It's funny because some people might think, like you said, black is negative. But if you guys kind of think about this, that all the colors combined, basically, especially the primary colors, they make black. And so, that's always when I think of black, and it's like, especially a chromatic black, that's your reds, your blues, your greens, and it's just really beautiful to blend all these colors to make something like that. And it's just, I love it. Very, very beautiful meaning on these colors. Everyone is like, right. You guys are so wonderful. It's just so wonderful. You guys have been so beautiful in the chat to her, and all your wonderful compliments and comments are truly appreciated, not only by me, but I'm sure by her as well. And thank you so much for welcoming her and loving on her tonight. Wasn't she a gift, an absolute gift tonight to us? A great way to start December. What a great gift. Well, God answered you right, honey. You touched so many hearts tonight.
Well, yeah, thank you again for this. And this gave me a little bit of courage to make some more videos. Yes. So I will try to make a video with more details about how God called me to worship with flag, because I know today we didn't have had time to say too much. So I want to have make that video about worship flag. I want to make also a separate video and share my testimony about how I met Jesus and everything, because all of that, what I went with my school, this all leads me to the Jesus, because when I was bullying in the school, I didn't know that time Jesus. I was Catholic, but I didn't know Jesus yet. Catholics, they don't fully believe in Jesus. They think that Mary is it's like mediator between God and people, So I didn't know about Jesus fully. So when I was bullied and everything, so this is also like many children that they don't know God. Many think they actually hate God because, oh, how you allow this to happen to me? I did nothing wrong, This was all because of some rumors, because I don't know, didn't they like me or what, Rumors and gossip can actually destroy somebody's life and everything. Like those people, they never came to ask me what happened, and they never came to meet me. They don't know me personally. They know anything about my family, and just because they believe in gossip, they did what they did. But I would like to share more about this with my testimony, so I will try to do it. And you gave me that courage now to tell my story, so people can share with other people, other young people, that maybe they are going through something and they don't tell even their parents. And many kids, they are so into it alone that most of them, they end up with some drugs or commit suicide.
Yes, they
So,
do. And you're always welcome to come back because I have Sunday shows as well. So if you ever want to come back and have extra time to just share your testimony or whatever in your story, you're always welcome, sweetie. You know, I love having you guys on. And you would give people inspiration and hope, you know, to anybody who's listening. And I always say, I don't care if I'm reaching one person, right? That means so much to me. So you're always welcome back. And I would love to see your videos, and we'll share those out too. You guys, you know, we love that. We love to support each other. That's what the family here does, right? Everybody, we got to support and share, like on each other's stuff, follow each other, right? And what a beautiful gift. You have just been a true gift from God tonight. And I cannot thank you so much. It's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I can have time wherever you have time.
Yeah.
So I can share your testimony and share more if you want me.
Yes.
And yeah, and doesn't matter who will watch it. It's important that it's going to the air. And
That's right.
even with that videos, I am making that videos with flags not for myself, but for people, to reach the more people that maybe they hiding somewhere in the basement without hope, with
Right.
depression. And maybe, you know, most people, they now watch YouTube, Rumble, they
Right.
watch podcasts, and you never know. And maybe they will see one of those podcasts or those worship with flags, and they will get courage. They
That's
will
right.
get hope. There is the hope, you know, and that God is truly, when you will trust, we will trust Him, He can give us pure love, like happiness, you know.
Yes. Yes. And you know, that's funny because I'll have to talk to you after the show. We'll talk about your schedule because I do have a show coming up on hope. So that might be a great time for you to come and share. But we'll see what your schedule is, and I'll make sure I reach out with you this evening when we're done and see what your schedule is, because I know that you are quite busy, girl. But I would love to have you come back on and talk about that and share that word of hope. It would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I would love this one. This would be like my breaking ice, you know,
Okay.
breaking
Okay.
ice and sharing
Awesome.
that hope. Yeah. So thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And I know that we finished, so I want to again thank you for inviting me. Thank you all the artists there commenting. I appreciate every kind word, and I bless all of you. And thank you for being with me today, supporting me. You know that it's was not easy. I was a little bit nervous, I can say, and plus my English accent, I was a little bit
Even
worried
better.
that my accent, if they will understand me, this was so important to send that message. And my accent, some people they like it, but I hope this is not the barrier. That's, you know.
Nope.
So
Nope.
I'm working more with my English.
It was beautiful. We understood you perfectly. It was flawless tonight. So don't you worry. You just inspired, touched, and gave us a night of wonderful beauty and touched our hearts with wonderful spirit. So it really was my pleasure and my honor to have you on. And I cannot wait to touch base with you. I mean that, to have you back on, because you're just a gift, honey. You really
Thank
are.
you.
And we love having you in the family. Know that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, give some love in the chat, right? And we're going to schedule to have Marta back. So you guys, you know, be on alert for that. And make sure, again, that you guys give her a follow. Please. I told you where to find her on Truth and where to find her on X. Everything is posted in the descriptions, in the comments below. Just go and give her a kind message of what a wonderful night tonight was. I appreciate that, family, a lot. So, sweetheart, go enjoy some time with your husband and thank him for all the inspiration he does to help, you know, you, because you just are a phenomenal person. And it was a real honor and treat to get to know you and see your beautiful talents.
Thank you. Bless you again. And
Bless
have
you
a
too.
good time and night and day, wherever you are.
Yes. Yes. And we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good night, sweetie.
Good night.
Wasn't she a joy? Oh my goodness. Sorry. I have to just adjust. Wasn't she a joy? Wow. I love you guys. You guys did such a great job. I love the accent. The accent was wonderful. It made it just even better. It was such a pleasure. Oh, okay. Wow is right, JJ. Wow, wow, wow. So let's talk a little quickly. I do have art tips for tonight. They're really quick. There are a few things for you guys to look at. We're going to finish off with an amazing spiritual song tonight. You know, it's so funny that I picked that already. I love God. But let's talk about tomorrow, okay? Because tomorrow we're cooking, and I've got some traditions going on here. We're doing this amazing pecan bars that I found on X that was awesome for Thanksgiving that I'm going to totally include with tradition. So we're doing it. It's like a pecan shortbread bar. It's awesome. And I just learned how to make cream cheese by using milk. Blew me away. Go Nurse Patrick introducing me to this stuff. I'm like, wow. So we are going to be doing that and making our own cheese balls. That is definitely something I have during the holidays. So those are a few things we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to definitely start off with our tribute to God and our Savior with our beautiful prayer and scriptures and music, and then switching it over to some wonderful holiday traditional cooking with me. Then tomorrow night, believe it or not, I got to get a hold of Marta because my show is on Hope for Sunday Reset. Maybe she'll come and share her testimony with us, as I've got also some wonderful, amazing stories. So tomorrow I have 2 shows, 12 p.m. for Rise and Dine with Lady Hamilton, and Sunday Reset at 7 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. Then we've got Worldview on Monday, but I'm hoping you guys can join me. It is holiday time. And I know normally we do, and we're going to do the best ingredients in the healthiest way possible, but we are going to cook. And we're going to just have a wonderful time together tomorrow on both shows. So please do me a favor, everyone. Give me some love. Give me some love, right? I always say, show me some love. There we go. Please help me out. Like and follow, rant and subscribe. You know, help us keep this show going. It's such a variety of things, and we have such wonderful guests on. I want to keep on going and doing these shows for as long as I possibly can. If you guys want to come on the show, please reach out, because you guys are so talented and you bless my life so much by being a part of my world and everyone else's. So reach out to me. You guys can find me at Lady Hamilton Art on Truth, or you can find me on X at Lady Hamilton AR1, or leave a comment below. I see those too. All right. So let's get on to this evening. We just have a few things. It's Saturday night, so we always do art tips, and I find some really great ones are already in the comments below. I'm going to load those up for you, and we're going to talk about those and see how you guys like them. Let's load up the first one. All right. Let's see here. Oh, we want to finish with that one. This is I love what they say on some of these too. Drawing tip: why you need to get comfortable making bad art. So this guy it talks about making bad art. I don't know. I don't think it's bad, but here we go. Let me know what you guys think.
If you're interested in learning how to draw, and if you're open to taking some advice from a professional artist, then I have this to offer. You need to get comfortable with the idea that you have many, many bad drawings in you. They're going to be drawings that frustrate you and make you want to quit. And the only way to get good at drawing is to take those bad drawings and analyze them. Figure out what went right and do more of that. And figure out what you need to learn and study that. Drawing isn't just about the doing, it's about constant reflection on work you've already done. That will guide you. And remember, when you see art on the internet or in museums or galleries, you're seeing final products. You're not seeing all of those sketchbooks and preparations and practice and constant reflection. You're not seeing that stuff. Keep that in mind, because you need to make bad art before you can ever hope to make good art. We all do. If you're interested...
So really quickly, I thought that was phenomenal. I'm like, he just used one pencil, and he was like, oh, I'm so looking forward to hopefully going to a drawing class soon to just help hone those skills. You know, it's even though I do great art or whatever, sometimes it's good to go back and learn those skills or relearn those skills and continue to practice. So that is the one. All right, let's look at another one. Okay, drawing tip. This one's really neat. Okay, the curve concept is a backdrop for shadows late in the day, and the sun drops low on the trees of Central Park to project it. So here we go.
Don't know why I'm feeling lost. It's only love. I give you everything. to see which you are a part.
So I like that one. And I know it kind of looks like, what the heck? But sometimes it's easier because none of that building was straight lines, right? It was curves and whatever. And like you said, sometimes it's easier to draw curves. So when you're doing buildings, don't think that you have to do like the box kind of thing. Start making your lines a little bit curvy and whatever and play around with it. It might be a lot easier. All right, let's look at, we got just a couple more here. This one's really neat about fading the art into the scenery that you see. Really neat. All right. This is amazing artwork using a technique called anamorphic painting that blends into the background scenery. Really interesting here. Let me get this loaded up. Isn't that crazy how they just painted and literally just blended in like you couldn't even tell the difference? Wow, that just blew my mind. This last one, I promise, is super easy and it's just a really quick 20-second thing, but it's about color pencil. And so using color pencil over acrylic paint to create shadows and details. And I thought this was really neat. Oh, it's 11 seconds, guys. Here we go. Yes, Try. I have seen that. It was like made out of boxers or something with the dragon's face. And when you move, the dragon moves with you. I'll have to find that and play it for you guys again. Unbelievable. Okay, so we had a celebration today. Everybody knows that Notre Dame was opened up again. And I saw the lights they projected on it. And I thought it was really beautiful. So I'm going to play that really quick. It's not really an art tip, but I thought it was really gorgeous. And you guys should see this. So let's show that. As that opened up today after almost 5 years. It's only 20 seconds, but really beautiful light display. Wasn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that is it. Let's do some love here before we leave and have a wonderful last song. Guys, again, please don't forget to hit that like, follow. If you want to help me out, rant and subscribe is the greatest way to do it. Thank you so much. But you guys, I love my moderators so much. So we're going to do a huge shout out to my moderators. I truly believe you're the best. Please give them a follow. You can find JJ on Truth and X. He's also got an amazing Rumble channel and he does a lot of promotions and media and stuff for us. So we love you, JJ. Please give him a follow and a thank you in the chat. Also, please give the wonderful Tri-Stater some love. He's also in the chat. Tell these guys how awesome they are. You can follow him on Truth and on X. He's got an amazing group that we love. Us Littermates love the glitter box. Thank you for that. And also has a Rumble channel. And most of the time, I have a special song tonight, but most of the time we are playing the wonderful Tony Marino's music. We love you, Tony. You can follow him also on Truth and on X. And this is his Rumble or his YouTube channel for his music. Phenomenal. And we do love your jazz. But I saw a new song that was just posted out by one of my favorites and on X today. And it's funny because I just felt like God said, hey, I want you to play that. And with the testimony and love that was coming from Marta, I can totally see why now. And so I just want to say, everyone, thank you so much for all your love and being with me here tonight. I can't wait to see you guys all tomorrow. You have the most beautiful evening, and you guys could be anywhere, or you guys, who are watching this later, you could be doing anything. And I am so honored that you guys watch my show and join me. It's such a wonderful little family and community we're creating. So thank you so much for helping me do that. And so this song was just posted by Oliver Anthony. And I'm excited to play this for you guys. And I just want to say again, I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you so much for making my night so special. I hope to see everyone tomorrow again, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Rise and Dine with Lady Hamilton. And then Sunday reset tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful and blessed night. And thank you for joining me. I love you all. Take care.
Mama's been hurting, Daddy's been down. Ain't nobody been working since the mill left town. They got 2 youngins, not 10 years old, with $200 left in his billfold. And a week's worth of groceries is the price of gold when your whole damn country's been bought and sold. Never there's been hard times, it's always made hard folks who could get her to the other side and not let it be all she wrote. I'd love to live to be an old man, but God, you can take me a young one. Just don't let the land I love die so young. Of thee I sing, I've been flying low, my troubled mind gets to digging me a hole my soul can't climb. It's the end of the world, nobody knows. They all just stare at the trash on their phones in a land that's littered with many men's bones who died fighting for somewhere they could call home. Whenever there's been hard times, it's always made hard folks who could get her to the other side and not let it be all she wrote. I'd love to live to be an old man, but God, you can take me a young one. Just don't let the land I love die so young. Of thee I sing,